It was a dramatic finish Monday night. Ontario's Anne Merklinger, with her final stone, draws the 4-foot for the win against Team Canada and hands Sandra Schmerler her second straight loss. They have been one of the surprises this week here in Regina. The young team, Prince Edward Island, Tammi Lowther, never been to a national before, from the Charlottetown Curling Club, and now she goes against another newcomer, BC's Sue Garvey. But everybody is trying to catch Alberta. Kathy Borst on top of the table at 4-1. Look at the bunch at 3-2, including another young team, Quebec, from Alma, Quebec. On through Newfoundland at 1-4 and 4 losses. That's the bubble. Big games on the ice. Look at the 3-2 games. Our featured game, though, is PEI and BC. Also keeping an eye on Quebec. Can they beat Canada and hand them a third straight loss? We'll find out moments from now as it's Draw 9, Day 4, the Scott Tournament of Hearts. And today at the Agridome on this Tuesday morning, our featured game will be Prince Edward Island against British Columbia, as TSN's coverage of the Scott Tournament of Hearts continues. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Day 4 coverage. Linda Moore alongside. It's an interesting field when you look at the experienced skips such as Schmerler, Merklinger, Borst. They've all been here before. They've all come close. But in today's game, we'll feature two skips. One, I think the most surprising of all is Tammi Lowther, considering the fact she's been away from the game for a number of years. She's playing very well. And then Sue Garvey is another newcomer, but she has more experience, certainly in, I think, a tougher province, with all respect to PEI, British Columbia.
Well, Tammi Lowther has a huge benefit. She has Susan McInnes, a very experienced player at third. I think that's really helped Tammi. Now, Sue, she's got a completely inexperienced team when it comes to Scott Tournament of Hearts appearances, and there is nothing like coming to a national event. You can play in as many provincials. Jan Wilson, Sue Garvey have played in lots of provincials. You step onto this arena ice in front of the TV cameras and the huge crowds here in Regina. There is nothing like it. And for Sue, it has been the mental side of the game, I think, that has been the problem. The distractions around her, the TV cameras. If we look at what Sue has done over the course of the week, she came out firing actually in the first game, and in the 2 wins she did curl 87%. Terrific numbers. But in the 3 losses, yes, it seemed that distractions happened, and her 66% is not what she wants to be playing.
And how often have we seen that the team that wins it ultimately at the end of the week has probably been the most consistent, and right now Sue Garvey and BC are showing a lack of consistency. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Draw 9 for you. It will be PEI against BC. Just a reminder of the TSN web address to keep up to date on the Scott Tournament of Hearts player profile, score, standings. And this is how you can do it: www.tsn.ca/curling. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday morning. It's another glorious, beautiful day in Regina.
Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what to do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
For the last 2 years, Canada's best-selling trucks have been Ford trucks.
About the time that gold was discovered on Bonanza Creek, that the Canadian Bank of Commerce set out on the epic trek to the Klondike to open the first official bank. There was plenty of gold, all right, but the men knew they could trust the bank because they were there on behalf of the government and could see a larger dream, a dream called Canada.
As in the past, CIBC continues to play a pioneering role by investing in Canada's vision of the future. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
When AT&T Canada started this dime time thing, I said to myself, Dime boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New dime time, only from AT&T Canada.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Scott Towels, always thirsty for more.
Our featured game is on Sheet B. Let's read the ice now with Linda, brought to you by Star Choice.
Well, the players have watched the ice for 3 days, and it's still pretty tricky. We're not getting a lot of movement either around center or corner guards, and that's going to mean some things that the skips have to think about. Most importantly, where are you going to position those guards? Are you going to put them a little tighter to center to try and find the movement, or tighter to the house to be able to pump them in? So placing the guards may be the key so that you can play those raises. Now, we've seen a little bit of fudging, but shouldn't see it and shouldn't see much frost because it is a morning draw, and the players like mornings the best.
And it is just past 9 a.m., about 9:06 local time. Prince Edward Island to play the Redstones, British Columbia the Yellows, so PEI will have the hammer in this first end of this 9th draw. Prince Edward Island comes in with a record of 3-2, BC 2-3, and to begin things, the BC lead is Valerie Lahusik.
When I say the players like the mornings the best, I am referring to the ice conditions. I'm not sure everybody's a morning person, but it is a beautiful morning here in Regina. Just cannot believe the weather.
I have to chuckle every time we pull into the parking lot here at the Agridome. There's a gentleman outside, and he's the lot attendant, as it were, and a volunteer. And I said to him this morning, I said, do you realize how it could be? He says, I know, I could be out here in 40 below. And it's another plus day on the plus side of things. We're talking a little bit colder weather, maybe a little snow, light snow tomorrow, and then temperatures for the rest of the week around -1, but that's still above normal for this time of year in this part of the country.
Of course, it plays a little havoc with the ice, and that's why we talk about the ice being a little tricky, and we keep mentioning that Lloyd Stanzel, Dave Merkling are working very hard, checking the temperatures, scraping, burning, doing everything they can. And another thing that's nice about the morning draws, along with the fact that the heat of the building doesn't make the ice fudge, is that the speed does stay fairly consistent across the ice, and that's because we don't see the same frost. Again, due to the fact that the temperature of the building stays fairly cool. So the speeds do across the sheet seem to be take out about 9.5, hack about 11.5. The key one, of course, draw at about 14 seconds hog to hog, and the guards 15.5, even a little plus because it's great sweeping ice and you can drag those guards. Even maybe 16 seconds at the hog line, you can get it over.
Yep. Hurry. Hurry. Roll it, Allie.
I find this interesting, Lyndon, as much as we know that Sue Garvey, of all the skips, may be one of the most aggressive this week, and where we see a lot of stones into the rings, she called for it out there, didn't she?
She did, and look at the nice placement of that first stone just in front of the house, and that's what I'm talking about too. If the leads can get those guards tight to the rings, the skips have the choice of the come around or the tap, and if it stays a little straighter, the lead position, we talk about how important it is anyways, that may be a huge position this week.
PEI lead Julie Scales.
Close, yes! Right over, go, 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 go. Nice shot.
Nice roll. Sits covered, but behind the tee line, back edge of the 8.
Yeah, you might even get an 8 there.
Allison McInnes.
We'll go right to the back one, I think. Run! Let's help Mark again. I know, Lane. Close.
And it's really important to get these, at least a partial corner tucked behind the guard, because we saw the nice hit and roll by Julie. You don't want to leave another one.
To the back one. Whoa.
Might be bumping.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sit down, baby. Whoa, nice shot, Allie.
With a team without the hammer, drawing to the stones at the back, attempts to negate the possibility of them scoring for the team with the hammer in front of the tee line is better.
Wait, Shelby, God!
Shelley Musica.
Yes! Line! Hard! Hard!
Going to catch this guard out in front. Scales and McInnes.
Okay, that's fine.
And they'll split that other yellow stone on. And it looks like second and third shot do belong to PEI.
That's why BC can't ignore it. PEI having the hammer. The BC team will try and hit and roll a little in front towards center line.
Alison McInnes, a former British Columbia junior champion.
Right over, a little bit. Nice throw, Allie.
Here are the other games on the ice here in draw 9, and 2 3-2 teams, Trowell and Erklinger, Saskatchewan, Ontario. Mary Maditall is coming back. She's got off to a slow start against Kathy Floyd from Thistle St. Andrews, St. John. Another 2 and 3 teams, and a great surprise. Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec at 3-2. And Canada trying to bounce back after losing 2 in a row. And the teams with the byes, including the leaders, Alberta and Kathy Borst at 4-1.
A lovely hit and roll by PEI to get a position on the right-hand side. It's nice in the first end, not only to roll and try and get behind cover, but to new positions each time and force Jan Wilson, in this case, to play a new piece of ice.
Yep. Hurry! Hurry! Hurry hard! Come on! Hurry! Hurry! All the way! Hurry! Come on! Hurry! Nice shot.
Good sweeping. It looked like that might curl. I think Jan might have gotten a little bit inside.
Like that?
And it's a long week. I talked about coming to a national event, and it's a long week of sweeping for those front end players.
What do we need, nose?
Oh, just by.
Want to stay, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Throw normal. Okay.
Susan McInnes bumped into her in the elevator on the way to the arena this morning. Her husband has arrived now, and he's in charge of selling tickets for next year's Scott Tournament of Hearts to be held in Charlottetown, where the co-chair is Kim Dolan, well known to many curling fans across the country, as a former PEI champion, both at a skip and third level, third position.
I played in a Scott Tournament of Hearts in Charlottetown, and they are just so friendly and welcoming. We're really looking forward to being there.
Centennial
This
Arena,
is 1 and 2.
I think is what it's called. Looking forward to going there.
She wants this in, right?
It's a very interesting first end in that the guard really hasn't come into play now, but the stones that are in the rings, one in front of the other, both center line and on the side. And BC sitting 1-2, they'll try and put a third stone into position near center line.
The BC third, Jan Wilson, as we're just nicely underway here in the first end of this 9th draw. Prince Edward Island does have the hammer. Tammi Lowther from the Charlottetown Curling Club against Sue Garvey from Kamloops, BC.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Got a little deeper.
What's up? Just this, eh?
This email brought to you by Ford from Tanya. Thanks, Tanya, in Victoria, BC. What benefits are there to a long release as opposed to a quick release?
I think a lot of people see long slides and think that a long slide with a long release area is a good thing, but it is for some players. But the key is to get to the release point under control and let it go cleanly. Your hand coming up to the handshake position. If you can do that with an earlier release, there's no problem. Well, most of the players here slide out and do hang on to it for a long time, and there are some benefits to that, to ensuring that you have a nice straight delivery. If we watch the swing's very good and flat with Susan. If we'll just hold it right there. We're trying to keep the shoulders square at all times, and the arm, you can see the wrist high, and that's one of the keys when we get to the release point. Let it go, and when she lets it go, watch the hand coming up, clean handshake position, and that is the key. Wherever you do it, you don't get the rock started or you don't flip it with the fingers.
Now, won't we often see longer releases on draws, also holding the stone until the hog line? Is that what's meant by a long and short release?
Well, we see it actually with these players on almost every weight. They just alternate the leg drive from the hack. We have to be careful when we talk long release, never to get too close to that hog line, because if you put yourself in danger of having a hog line call, that's the worst thing you could do.
Skip stones here in the first, and it's British Columbia's Sue Garvey. She's got something going here.
Where is it? Where is it?
Trying to protect that center line area.
Yep, everything.
All the way, guys.
Yep.
All the way.
Yep.
Right up.
Yep, come on, a little more. Okay, sweeping.
That's it right there. Yeah. Okay. Just 4 foot.
Yeah.
And off and running.
One of the things when we go back to release very briefly, if you have a quick release, the skip has to read the rock a little bit differently, because the earlier release, getting rid of it quickly, means that the rock has a little bit longer to curl. So that's one of the things the skips have to take into account. And there is a bit of a benefit for Tammi and Sue and other skips if the players have a similar place that they release the stone. And they come in behind both the yellow stone out in front and their own stone in the house.
Got lots of room. Just lots of room.
Now with Garvey's stone,
Lots of room. Lots of room. It's got to curl.
she just plain
Just
flat out light,
weight.
is she?
It was a guard. It was a little bit light. She would have liked it tighter.
How's the
But
weight?
it does a bit of the job in forcing Tammi wide and preventing her from playing the tap.
Come on.
Scales Musica, the front end of this team from the Charlottetown Curling Club, and
Nice weight, Tammi.
she'll get it top 4. Second and third shots, though, do belong to British Columbia, so it's a great opportunity here for BC to possibly steal in the first.
Well, you're absolutely right, Vic. This one you can see the guard is here, and this one is open.
I'm just worried that it'll hang. Don't want to jam them.
Now, if we talk about the draw, this is kind of the key. It went fairly straight, broke late. That means Sue is really being careful about how much ice to take and how much weight to play.
Are we far enough inside the 4 that'll curl here, you think?
Yeah, so this is the key. Is it this line is straight, so what they want to do is come down and try and get a little bit of an inside roll.
A little more, Jan.
Are they into the 4 foot enough that they're avoiding the straighter path is the question.
We can't afford to hit pro side, that's the problem.
Then, of course, she's got to avoid the jam at the back.
That's the huge problem, of course.
Final stone for Sue Garvey here in the first.
Yep. Well, yep. Hurry. Yep, yep.
Valerie Lahusik, Allison McInnes got it by. He crossed the face, push it out. Lovely shot by the BC skip Sue Garvey.
Yeah, same weight, eh?
Yeah.
That's tremendous focus by Sue, because I've talked about the fact she's been a little up and down this week, and she really took her time with this one, took her time in calling the ice, thinking about the weight, and look at how well she threw it, because it came over nicely. The sweepers were able to hold the line, and just a perfect roll.
And now Lowther will have to draw full 4 foot.
That was good weight.
Great start for Sue, building a little confidence early in the game.
In fact, a piece of the butt or Lowther here in the first as she draws against 3. How many times does a skip hate to do this?
Her real goal is to prevent them from getting more than one. If she can hit 4 foot, she'll be really happy.
Need that back one.
You can hear Musica saying we're coming up to that back one, center line. Will it stop in time? Sit for her?
Tammi. Okay.
No, and as Linda says, she's done what's maybe as best she could do. She holds BC to a steal of 1 here in the first. But the women from Kamloops come out firing.
You remember Jay. He still doesn't say very much, especially when he's enjoying his McCain Super Fries. And he doesn't seem to care that they've only got 5% fat because they still taste great. McCain Super Fries, deep fried flavor and crispness with only 5% fat. For the strong, silent type.
Winning depends on how far you dare to go. Victory requires talent, skill, and the determination to push to the limit. Living on the Edge is brought to you by Edge Shave Gel, because to win, you need the edge. These are the thunderous waves of Hawaii's Maui Island. The world's most talented wave riders come for the ultimate aerobatic windsurfing. Timing is everything as wave riders reach speeds of 30 miles per hour, turn into the wind, straighten their legs and push with every ounce of strength. This is the outer edge of windsurfing. It's a shot of pure adrenaline as muscles and sails strain against the force of towering waves and powerful wind. Living on the Edge has been brought to you by Edge Shave Gel. Ultimate closeness, ultimate comfort, with 6 lubricants to help save your skin. That's the Edge.
Yes, it's boredom twitch syndrome. You're lucky. There's a new treatment.
Got boredom twitch syndrome? Get relief with Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of sports, movies, and entertainment, all with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Hey! It's the Ottawa game! Thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
Let's begin our updates, and we'll start with Quebec against Canada. Impressive performance so far by the young skip from Alma, Quebec, Marie-Claude Carlos against Team Canada. Looking for the straight run back, and she'll drive it past that stone, edge of the button, so Canada and Sandra Schmerler leading 1-0. As Linda suggests, it appears that Schmerler has come out a little angry after losing 2 in a row on Monday. Both those teams at 3-2. Saskatchewan with hammer. With a 1-0 lead, Kathy Trowell against Ann Merklinger from Ottawa. Both those teams 3-2. That's our featured game, the steal of 1 by BC. And Barry Maditall with a quick 2-0 jump on Kathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John, New Brunswick. As we begin play here in the second, 1-0 BC. Prince Edward Island has the hammer. And quickly we had stones in front, 2 of them, and Lehusik goes for the tap back.
Yeah, BC, they do play aggressively in their games so far. They've only been involved in 2 blank ends. PEI has had 8 blank ends in the games that they have played. So BC definitely is the aggressor in most of their games, and they've had actually very close games, BC. Their losses generally coming on last end situations. Tammy's ignoring the front stone, trying to come between the yellow and the red stones with Julie's shot.
Maybe a little more.
Yes! Hurry! 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 Come on, hurry! Hurry, hurry,
Oh, great bit of brushing
Great shot.
by Shelley Muzica, Susan McInnes on the stone of Julie Scales.
It was a great shot. It was an interesting call. I thought she might hit the front one because that yellow one is in a nice position still to be used later.
Right.
But came through the hole and made the shot that she was asked for.
Yep. Hurry. Hurry hard. Come on. Hurry.
Allison
All the
McInnes.
way, hurry. Hurry, guys. Hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry. All the way. Hurry. Okay. Good sweeping. Throw this. We could do this, but
Yeah,
they're
I
pretty
like that,
close
Tammi.
together. Okay, do that.
Yeah.
Throw this.
Okay.
Shelley Muzica.
No. Close. No. No. Yes. Hard. Hurry.
Whoa.
Wow.
Let's
Once
sit
it goes,
there.
eh? She rode that center line so long.
That's okay.
Great throw.
Sits right there, but that is a good example now of what you talk about now is that control zone. And it's right
Go
now all
inside
red,
roll,
it's all
good.
PEI.
Yeah, you can't leave those two stones there if you're BC. They'll have to make a play on one, try and maybe even roll over towards the other.
Close enough to get them both, do you think?
Yep.
She's not playing it. You could touch one over and leave yours in better position.
Hurry hard.
Allison McInnes,
That's good,
and
okay.
we have a
Good throw,
Susan
Ollie.
McInnes.
That was close to one. Throw the bumper again.
Now this is one of those you could ignore the yellow one and tap the red one up behind the yellow. But Tammi doesn't want to take a chance on BC having a run back possibility, so she's going to hit the yellow.
Yeah, no.
No.
Right south.
No, it's
Looks
not over
good.
curl yet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just finish it.
Give away a little if it'll go, Julie.
Shelley
Nice
Muzica,
shot.
the native of Saskatoon, and she has lots of support on hand. Those people, family members who've made the drive south from Saskatoon.
When you look down Jan's shooting percentages, she's at 75% overall. All her numbers are 74, 75, 76. She's been very consistent. But there have been, on all the players in this BC team in their losses, there have been those key misses. We talk about timing as opposed to overall percentage. And unfortunately, one of the players seemed to miss at the wrong time. In the game against Ontario yesterday, Sue had a couple of misses late in the game that she'd really not be too happy with after playing a very good game up to that point.
We could do this.
No, I like this. Yeah.
Throw that, eh?
That's interesting. They're very afraid to play the tap at this point with the BC stone in also a good position to be moved up.
No.
The PEI third, Susan McInnes.
No.
She's really been a story so far as I'm concerned. We knew she was a good player, skipping in her last appearance at a Scott Tournament of Heart, but she is just so impressive so
Very
far
nice.
this week.
Great shot.
If you weren't with us earlier,
Great shot, Susan.
started out skipping this team this year. But then I guess around November, things weren't going quite well enough, and Tammi took over, and they've just been on a run. We'll try a little something different and look what happens.
That's right. And it's great to see a team committed to the team and not worried about the position, just trying to rearrange things until it does work.
And also, you know, Kim Dolan is a good example of that. Kim, longtime skip, a PEI champion, and now playing with Rebecca Jean McPhee, and they had a good run a couple of years ago. As a skip, sometimes it's nice to step back. Just it you know, clears the head.
Close for line.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on the skip, a
Do
lot
we
of
need a tick?
thinking, and
Do we
you
need
see
a
that
tick?
quite often
No.
after a number of years of skipping, somebody moving to the third position.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Nice one, Jan.
Live update for you. Quebec against Canada. We showed you Canada's steal of 1 in the first. This will be the final stone for Marie-Claude Carlos and their team from Alma, Quebec, the Riverbend Alma Curling Club, which is in the Lac-Saint-Jean region of Quebec. They're young. First time for all of them to be at a national championship. Marie-Claude Carlos is 24, and she has a chance here, Linda, for a deuce to take the lead on the reigning Canadian World and Olympic gold medal winners.
This Quebec team is just quietly going about their business, winning games and making shots, and there's another one.
Boy, there you go. So it's 2-1 Quebec. Marie-Claude Carlos making her mark here in Regina.
Well, you can see the PEI got the hit and roll. And it was important to stay in the ring somewhere. It forces Sue to go after it as opposed to being able to make another come around attempt.
Yeah, I don't remember throwing anything here. Do you guys?
I think Sue's asking about practice and whether anybody saw a rock out here. I think you can be pretty assured that in this spot it's going to go straight.
Yeah.
But now brings up a point. She says, does anybody remember? Now, she did not throw, but do you, when you played competitively, did each player on your team have a certain part of the ice they were responsible for?
Yeah, normally we had a pattern and everybody threw. We tried to do the outside in, inside out pattern across the sheet both ends. And so you do rely on your players to tell you about their shots as well.
And she'll hang it on the edge of the 12. Sue Garvey with a 1-0 lead as we play the second.
She's going to get by there as long as you're...
Well, this stone is in, but it's just a biter, and you have 2 shots, PEI. You can play either one of these guards, whichever one you think is going to curl more. And also, if you get around this one, get it into here, even if there's a corner open, there's a chance that if BC went after it, they would jam it on their own stone. So that's why she's picking that guard.
And the hammer dictates that thought process, eh?
The fact you ignore the stone in the house, definitely. It's a good chance here for a 2.
Same as in practice, eh?
Yep. Just for weight, line's good. Stay close. Weight's good. Yeah. For line.
Julie Scales, Shelley Muzica.
Out the way, yeah. Her for line. Hooray.
Starting to catch the curl.
We got room. Just for weight. Stay close. Just for weight.
Leave it high.
Got room. Got room.
The leave it high comment is because of the jam possibility.
No.
And it is not finishing once it got by that guard.
Tammy.
Hey? Fell back a bit. Just stop curling straight down.
How's that look? That'll be fine.
It's a little bit deeper than they wanted because now the shot's not only accessible, but even if they caught it a bit on the corner, it probably would go by that back stone.
Now, do you think the brushing straightens it up, or is it just the ice?
The brushing does delay the curl, definitely, but we're not seeing the finish. Once they got off the brushing and it started to hit the house, we just didn't see any finish on that stone.
You should be able to push it out of there and roll behind the guard without having any trouble with that back one.
So worrying about the jam a little bit, but Sue Garvey saying she thinks she can squeeze it out and get the roll to the behind the center line guard.
Clean.
Clean.
Just clean. Close.
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 Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No roll.
And the roll out into the open and back edge. Full 12.
Yeah, probably the better thing to do. Yeah.
So BC does a job here in the fact that they have 2 in the house. PEI is forced to take their point. BC will get the hammer back. In this particular situation, this is a skip's decision. Sue has made a nice shot and hit and stayed, and so Tammi decides whether to hit shot rock, which is on the side, or to draw, and she has decided to hit.
Tammi Lowther in the final stone for Prince Edward Island here in the second, looking to hit and stick for one.
Hurry, push her!
Facing a couple of BC stones.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Catching up. Right.
Oh, man.
And it won't. It'll spin out the back. And so that biter around the edge of the 12 will come into play. And British Columbia will steal one more here in the second. Sue Garvey,
Yeah,
the
really
team
does
from
flatten the hands. I thought
Kamloops,
hers was going to bury out of sight.
is up 2-0.
And I thought we had like 3/4 of the rock on the perfect roll. It does. Just like
You know what to do. Wild party last night, huh? So what happened to you? Last I heard, you were headed for some body piercing place. Man, that stuff's too weird for me. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't do anything too stupid. 'Cause hey, you're the man, cool guy. See you at the beach.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell.
Energizer. Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
McCain brings you the freshest tasting frozen pizza ever made. McCain Pizza Premiere in the unique vacuum-packed flavor lock package that seals air out so it stays fresher tasting longer. It cooks in just half the time and has a tender, no-mess rim. So whenever you're ready for pizza, McCain Pizza Premiere is ready for you in fresh tasting deli lovers, pepperoni, and deluxe. McCain Pizza Premiere. We've got a lock on fresh taste.
Honey, do you need any help?
Mommy, I'm a big girl now.
You can feel the cottony softness.
Cottony soft.
Cottonelle.
Gentle. Hypoallergenic.
What's going on in there?
Just bathroom stuff, Mom.
Cottonelle.
Feel the cottony softness.
Just a reminder, we'll be back with you at 2 p.m. Eastern Time with Draw 10. And we'll get our first good look at this talented team from Quebec. Marie-Claude Corliss, who's on the ice right now, comes in with a record of 3-2 playing Team Canada, goes against Kathy Floyd from New Brunswick, presently playing Nova Scotia. So that's our featured game at 2 p.m. Eastern here at the Agridome at the 98 Scott Tournament of Hearts. Ontario blanked the second to hold on to Hammer playing 3. BC, that's our featured game, steal one more in the second. New Brunswick blanks the second to hold on to the Hammer. And we showed you Quebec's score of 2 to take the lead on Sandra Schmerler and Team Canada. So now you're up to date here in Draw 9 on a Tuesday morning in Regina.
No. BC Stone, the first one was in front in PEI, tried to come around. They racked on the rock and rolled in. BC is going to have a chance to hit it. Let's say, if we just go back to that last in for a minute, there was something Ray and I were talking about yesterday about the inside out versus outside in takeouts and how we feel that it's a little more consistent on this ice right across the sheet to play inside out for those hits. So if you're going to hit,
You want to come around it?
often that's the case. Now that last one of Tammy's that over curled, I don't know if it was just that she was narrow, but there are places that seem to curl a little more, and it's tough to ice yourself on those outside in hits. But they'll have another chance for the come around, and you have to shake off those 2 steals. It's just 2-0, and there's lots of chances in this game.
Pretty tight line.
Where is the way?
Might be back.
Back. Like high?
No, it's not through, I don't think. Well,
Yeah, it's back line.
Right?
It's back line.
We'll wreck on this if we can. Sit.
Die. Die.
That's okay.
Die.
Oh, sit there.
Sit.
Well, they were absolutely right about the
boy.
communication of the,
Back
the
line.
weight.
You bet.
If you split that in, it's okay.
I think, yep.
Now you see where the broom is. This is very important for Allison to throw this cleanly. Back to this release business, because this is the edge of the spot that goes a little straighter. If you get it outside with your fingers, it takes that much longer to curl.
Line! Hurry for line!
Gotta go for weights.
Gotta go for
Hurry! Come on, guys, hurry!
Right.
Hurry! Right up. As far as it'll go. As far as it'll go. All the way.
Said you take the split if they can get the
Okay.
stone there.
Okay, Allie. Good sweep, you guys.
It was unfortunate that those two stones overlapped because PEI can get around them now.
Really, she puts the brush down. It's just inside the 4. You don't want to be on the line like.
Weight's good.
Is it that fine a line, a matter of inches and centimeters there?
It's pretty well the edge of that 4-foot band.
Whoa, wait,
Now for Shelley, this is her intern because she's left-handed, and sometimes you get a little more movement.
No.
Still room.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Gosh.
Okay.
So she throws back 8 weight with top 4 weight. You think it would suck in there?
I think so. Looks like it.
We're going right back to those.
Lots of room.
Line only.
Lots of room.
Interesting to see where this
No,
one ends up, because
lots
she
of
was
room.
middle of the 8.
And she had to take the little extra.
Needs to curl
The
hard.
first one curled, but
Weight
this one,
only.
that's just a little bit too much
Okay.
ice, I think.
It's all right.
This Ford email from Allison in Whitbourne, Newfoundland. As a big fan of the Scott, I'd like to know the significance of the heart chains that the curlers wear.
When Scott Paper took over the sponsorship of the Scott Tournament of Hearts in 1982, they did a wonderful thing, and they added the heart
Never. Just
pendants
wait.
for winning your provincial championship and the heart rings for winning the national championship. And when you win more than one provincial championship, they add a heart, rather a diamond to that heart necklace. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing that Scott Paper did. You wear those heart pendants very proudly when you win your province, and of course the rings when you win the national championship.
Just off nose. Let's throw normal.
And a pretty nice end setting up here. BEC needs either the double or a hit and roll.
Hurry! Hurry! Hurry hard! Come on, guys! Hurry, 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 hurry! All the way, hurry!
Jan Wilson.
Hurry!
Little inside
Hey, Jan.
flip.
Shot.
This is second shot and half buried.
Now the reason that's important, I was mentioning that the little flip. It's second shot and it's not terribly
we saying?
accessible, and it also.
Do you want to do this?
Just listen to them.
You can do that.
If you tried to draw somewhere, you can't really come around that very well. So it's in a good spot. Yeah, that's right. They have to be forced
That's
to the
the
other
only
turn
other
if they
thing you
want to come
have.
in.
Just leaves the bump up for her there, eh? She can bump that to there.
Yeah, I think this isn't really actually probably bad. She's probably going to come after us.
I know.
She's not going to.
And you know, you just throw, if we just throw bump, eh?
Yep.
We can roll to there. That's tough.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, throw bump, eh?
It's such a terrific position
wanna
for the
throw
BC
hack?
Stone, so they're going to try and hit it,
Yeah, I don't
obviously
mind hack.
at an angle, and try and roll.
Yeah, I think
over
this is
here.
it because they're going to come after us anyway.
Yeah.
They're not going to.
It'd be nice to almost just kind
And
of
the
sit just
and the
off
weight.
it.
She's initially they talked about bump
Yeah,
weight,
just-
which would be how
Just tack.
how heavy.
Not quite as much speed as normal takeout.
Then they said we're going to throw hack. I mean, we can see the hack, so you want the stone to go as far as the hack.
If it went unimpeded, yes, it would end up at the hack. So a little slower again.
Susan McInnes.
Close, yes, 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 yes! Hooray! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yes!
Boy, they're going to have to fight. Oh, great brushing, and they got it out, and they did exactly what they wanted to do. Susan McInnes with scales and musica, as we keep an eye as well on New Brunswick, Nova Scotia final stone for Kathy Floyd as they play the third, and she's drawing against 3 red stones right in a line, back 8 foot.
Well, she decided to play the tap, and the question is it going to stop the raised stone? No, it's going to slide.
Boy, I thought she was going to play the draw there for to catch the top of the 4. Now it's a case of how many did she give up? 1, maybe 2. So Kathy Floyd in trouble against Mary Matitol and Nova Scotia. We'll update the score.
A little bit, not much.
We find out what they put on the board.
We're all in here now, right in behind those 2.
This real good, eh?
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong bump, eh? Yeah.
BC's in trouble if PEI gets that nice little flip now to the center line area. You don't want to roll too far. BC will be able to draw around it and get to the one at the back. So just so that's a corner covered.
No. Nothing. No. No. No.
She made a beauty with her first, Susan McInnes.
Finish.
Stay close.
Finish.
No. Finish. Come on. Go. Great shot.
Dandy. Yeah.
You like it too?
Yeah, it's terrific.
So it catches the top of the 12, sits on the edge,
I don't know if we can get enough of it.
covers those 3.
If it ticks
One
off
back
here,
edge,
we might push this
back
one in.
edge 12.
Do you think you're throwing normal? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Try and run it back in there?
I think I'll need the 2 to, well, it won't matter. They're tight, eh? I don't think I can make the double, can I? But if I can hit and sit right there, it's not bad, right?
And just to update you, it was a
like the
steal
draw
of
better?
3 for Nova Scotia. Mary Matitol now 5-0 ahead of
I don't think
Kathy
the double's
Floyd.
there.
Matitol out of Halifax.
Probably not there. But to hit and sit right there is not bad. It'll give us something to bump, maybe.
2 then?
Yeah. Let's try the 2. And if it's going to over curl, look for this.
Well, Sue's in a tough position. She could try something to get in this way, but we haven't seen it. And so she's going to try and make a play on this. She says she doesn't think the angle's there to catch this one on the way by. So the key is to try and save the shooter into a good position at the front.
One, it might run our yellow in.
She's brimming it tightly. If she happened to over curl, you can hear her talking about plan B, touching the yellows.
Can't get enough of that top stone. It'll go past it. You might get the very back one, but no, you need to hit closer to 3/4 to get the double. It's very unlikely. Otherwise, if I get that close to it, I'll be rubbing the top. I'm just hoping to hit and sit there so I got something to bump next time. 2.
Close. Yep. Go. Yep. Hurry!
Sue Garvey.
Hard!
And the first for the BC skip. Drive it back. Going to split it off.
Okay.
Now she'll jam it. But she leaves her yellow in at least a bumpable position. Stays there.
Yeah, it was, I mean, the double was there because of the way she struck those rocks. So,
oh, draw to here. Yeah. Well, no, she doesn't. A draw into here.
All she got is a bump.
If we play that, she's got the bump back on her own, eh?
Into here.
Yeah. If we knows that,
Right.
she come around. She may leave it open. We might get to hit, but it's
more. It took a lot of the weight off. No, I don't think so. What do you think?
What do you guys like?
Think nose this?
Or do you like
Or do you like the draw?
Just here, short.
That's tough. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Well, even if you were I think we just need full 8, though.
it's going to leave her the bump, eh?
Yeah. If you get half buried there, though, she's going to have
half
to go
buried here.
Yeah, she's going to have to go after something.
I think so, right here,
You can see about half of that red one, eh?
Can you?
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think this is good.
Yeah.
At first thought, Linda, I'd think
right here,
I'd want to get rid of that yellow only because of where I
here.
have to go now to try and find to get halfway around.
Yeah. That's an excellent point, Vic. She's got to go wide to try and get it a corner around.
Right? Okay.
So the ice is a little bit of the thing that dictates the situation. Interesting. See, this one is punched open a little bit, so Sue could try and come down to it. Or she has this one to tap. So what they're trying to do is get this one into a position with the corner covered so that maybe they can bait Sue to go after something. It's Sue's last result was pretty good, both leaving the shooter there and pushing that red one over a little bit. So
Well, the other thing is if she doesn't get it around, now the bump is there for BC and covered.
You got it.
You and Ray have created a monster.
Would you like to come over and do the little illustration on that one? That was very good.
8 foot, come on. Hurry!
Lots of room.
Come on!
And look at you, were so right about the ice.
Not too deep, just 8 foot, you guys.
Look how straight it is.
Make sure.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. Okay.
That's good.
It's good?
Tammy.
Oh, sorry, Dave.
Having a problem with the clocks over our sheet B, so they are controlled by
Could play the bump. That's the risk.
CCA,
Or we could.
Canadian Curling Association.
If we
Members
just come inside here.
also do hand timing, so they'll be those times will be relayed to the players.
Time.
And a timeout is being called, and that'll be relayed upstairs to the timers.
So Ray Moyer, the coach of the team, will come down and have a look at the situation.
We got a few choices here.
That's what we're looking at. What do you guys like?
You like the bump?
If we play the bump, it's risky. If we don't make it, we give up. We could give up 4.
Don't make the hit, you get it 4 too.
Yeah.
Mind you, if you try the outside one and you get the back one, you get the double, you're only going to get it to do anyways. Right? If you hit it too thin.
Yeah, but if you just hit it a bit this side and roll a bit, then they got to drop it.
They got to drop it too.
It's a pretty good percentage shot, the bump, though, isn't it?
Bump?
It is if we knew the ice. I don't know if we're not sure what it's doing there.
For the bump?
It's on the hog line.
Oh, right.
What's that?
It's just on the hog line.
Oh.
What do you like throwing? What do you feel comfortable with?
The hit's on the edge of the 4 foot.
I think we should try the bump. It's
Try the
early.
bump?
If we give up the 3 or 4, it's not a.
We're only down 2, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's try it.
I like that reasoning. It's early. Look at the scoreboard. And
Yeah, I think so. We
don't you agree with that?
We
I
only
mean,
even have to bump it
is
a
that not
foot.
the best shot, the bump?
2 feet.
The bump is a very good shot. This is an interesting spot, though. Look where the broom has to go. That's the major problem, just knowing how to get there. And obviously, you have to throw the right weight along with it. If you could hit the one at the top of the house, I did show that one, and get it so that it's maybe even a corner covered, then they're drawing for 2. So it would mean they would have trouble getting it out to get the 3rd point. So that would be the other one you could try. You notice they didn't at all look at that wide in turn. We know that the shot rock is half exposed. They are just not sure how to get there because we haven't seen that spot. There's lots of options with this one. If she happened to hit it a little thin, she still might punch it under cover for 2nd shot. Again, it would be a draw for 2. So there are some
Where's the weight?
considerable options with this one.
Whoa! Needs to curl. Line. Whoa! Whoa! Needs to curl. Close. Wait only. Yep. Hurry now. Yep. Hurry. Come on, guys. Hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
They lost it for the weight.
Right over.
Or it would have been perfect. It was 2nd shot.
Second shot.
No? Yeah. That's all right.
I think the line would have been absolutely perfect if the weight had been there.
So the
Yeah,
ice
it's
was
just
right,
going to
the weight
jam on
wasn't.
that. Yeah. Let's draw for 2, eh?
Yeah.
Now we're going to find out what it does over here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Just need
T-line, Tammy.
4 foot.
Now this is, again, you're coming over here to something unknown. You know what you've just, how your red stone on the right side has gotten there.
Nice shot, Sue.
Could you not come down? You don't have to tap it very far.
You could. And I think the nice thing about the red one over there, that's what Susan's just having a quick look at.
There's nothing there.
The right one on the right, you know it's going to go fairly straight to that point. You're not going to risk over curling in that spot. But this spot should go fairly straight as well. It's not a huge risk. It's just the weight, I think, in this particular spot for Tammi. She doesn't need it to curl in to get second shot. She just has to be full 8 foot.
So a chance to score 2, tie it. Here in this third. Tammi Lowther, the rookie skip from the Charlottetown Curling Club.
Yours, T-line.
Scales is on the left.
Careful.
Is he on the right?
Yes, come on.
All the way. Here comes Susan McInnes now. They'll all try and drag it. Remember now, they need full 8. Better a piece of the 4 if they can get it there. No, a little rub will straighten it out, and it'll kill it there too. So she was a little light. The little rub took all the momentum out of it, and it'll be 1 for PEI here in the third. More when we come back to Regina.
Head the weight, eh?
You know what to do. Wild party last night, huh? So what happened to you? Last I heard, you were headed for some body piercing place. Man, that stuff's too weird for me. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't do anything too stupid. 'Cause hey, you're the man, cool guy. See you at the beach.
I first started on a rink just like this.
Elvis Stoico knows what it takes to be a champion.
It takes hard work to deliver a top performance.
Like McCain Frozen Punch delivers the real fruit taste of real fruit juice for champions like Elvis Stoico. McCain Frozen Punch in a choice of thirst-quenching flavors like grape, orange, and fruit punch. So get the jump on taste, the year-round taste of real fruit juice in McCain Frozen Punch.
McCain, now that's top taste performance.
The Nabob Coffee Company has harnessed the power of the volcano. You see, the nutrients in this volcanic ash enrich the nearby coffee fields and help grow the better beans for Nabob tradition. I'm here to select only those better beans that meet our high standards and give Nabob tradition coffee its better flavor and aroma. At Nabob, we get better beans. You get better coffee.
This is where I work. These are my co-workers. Those are my customers. And that's me. Employee number 8. I make baskets.
Any experienced driver will tell you, to know where you're going, you have to know where you've come from. Get a trackside perspective with a Formula One preview. TSN Motorsports takes you inside the 1998 edition of the world's fastest circus. The Formula One preview. See it and live it March 3rd on TSN.
Updating the game between Quebec and Canada. Final stone coming up right behind Jan Betker is 1 stone. Then there's a stone just outside the rings. And now Sandra Schmerler and Team Canada trailing 2-1 to Quebec. And Marie-Claude Almos, or Marie-Claude from Alma, Quebec. This is a split for 3. And look at this. And so it's 4-2 now. Team Canada leading. The young skip from Alma, Quebec. As we get you caught up, Nearing the midway point of the draw and the midway point of the Scott Tournament of Hearts round robin competition. 17 draws. So 9 and 5 ends is halfway there.
I think both teams learned a lot from that last end. It was fun to watch Sue and to see that she just loves to play those taps, those bumps. But we learned a lot about the ice in that particular area, because we did see on that wide in-turn attempt by Tammi, it will curl. And it will curl nicely. And we saw in the bump attempt by Sue that if you throw it well, even outside that 4-foot band, it will also curl. So there's nothing to be afraid of, certainly, on this piece of ice. It's going to give you a lot.
Just throw this,
Is it changing, though?
Well, yeah, we do see that as the game progresses, that we do get more movement.
Early numbers on the leads, Scales and Lehusik. And again, the difference may be the crowd, and there's a great crowd in this building. I'd say 4,000 plus for this morning draw, and probably great part due to the fact that both Saskatchewan teams, Team Saskatchewan and Team Canada, both in the Regina area, both in the Cali Club, are on the ice.
That's
so
just down,
it's drawing the people in, and it's warmer too.
Let's play normal. Didn't flatten. Sorry, Allie.
They've been watching a few of the rocks come down in the second end. They felt that that spot was pretty straight, and that one ran very true. So they'll have to be careful that they don't think ahead and think that there is a really straight spot, because it may be that the ice is moving everywhere now.
Shelly Musica.
How big a roll do we got?
In the fourth, 2-1.
Big.
BC leading.
Too big.
Sorry. Okay.
And out
Sorry,
the back.
Shelly.
Yeah, just backed up.
Musica with the advantage.
It's exactly what she came in with in the 5 games so far, 79%.
Lots of room. Lots of room. Lots of room.
Line only.
Lots of room.
More.
Are we back, house?
Go back with it.
Yeah. We'll make sure we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, right back.
Right back.
Yep, all the way. As far as it'll go. Okay.
See all of it?
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
Throw this. Throw this.
They're talking about trying to get a little flip in behind the corner, but I think if they only get halfway there, BC might draw to it, so you have to be careful with these.
No.
A little up.
No.
Show it.
Close.
Go the other way?
Yeah. No.
Whoa, now, whoa.
No. Yeah. Come on, then.
Whoa, yeah.
It's not coming, Susan.
Like the 2?
BC third, Jan Wilson's been trying an awful long time to win her province. She's been to, she says 11 for sure. She says it may even be 12 provincials before getting out of BC. And here she is in her first appearance at the national championship.
Clean. Just clean.
Jan actually lives in Cranbrook. The rest of the team live in Kamloops, and Jan commutes to play.
Oh.
So she's very committed to trying to practice and play with the team.
Yeah.
It's a fairly long commute for those of you that don't know British Columbia.
I was going to ask you, what is that?
Yeah, well, she has to fly, basically. Cranbrook, we were in for the Skins. It's, I guess, about a 12-hour drive from Vancouver, and Kamloops is a 3.5-hour drive from Vancouver. You don't take that same route, obviously, to get from one to the other, but they're quite a ways apart.
Because Cranbrook is in the, what in fact would be the southeast corner of the province.
That's
right. And then
Right up! Run!
Kamloops is in the central Caribou interior.
Hurry, hurry, girls, hurry! Whoa, 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 whoa. No roll. Okay.
we'll quickly jump to Sheet A. Saskatchewan and Ontario as they play the fourth. Ontario scored 2 in the third, leading Kathy Trowell and the team from the Cali Club in Regina 2-1. This is the final stone for the Saskatchewan Skip. Both these teams coming in with records of 3 wins, 2 losses. And this appears like it might be a draw. We're sort of blocked. A draw for 2, Linda?
There are some yellows in the forefoot. I can't see who shot. Yellowish shot.
Yellowish shot.
So it's a tap for 2. You're right, Vic.
And she'll be wide on it, and so that Yellowstone tee line biting the edge of the button will be a steal of 1 for Ontario. And it's a 3-1 lead now for Ann Merklinger from the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa. And she's getting it together. Started off slowly at 1 and 2, and then won 2 games yesterday, and now leading 3-1.
It's funny, we were talking about Ontario because it was against British Columbia that they kind of stole that game away. And sometimes Ray mentioned, sometimes that just gets you going. And then last night against Team Canada, they played so well and stayed focused even when it looked like they might get a big lead. And then Sandra made some terrific shots to hold the Team Canada team into the game.
In our featured game, British Columbia with a 2-1 lead over Prince Edward Island.
No, line's good.
Now this is the spot they feel when it gets near to the edge of the forefoot, the left side. As it's coming into the house, it goes straighter.
Oh yeah, we could use the tip. Are we through?
This one is too heavy, so we're not going to even see it hit that spot. It's not going to get over to it.
Okay.
Would have been nice had I had the weight. I think it would have curled nice at the end.
Susan McInnes, Jen Wilson, impressive games early for both.
Freeze? We'll try the freeze. I don't think we can curl in there.
So there's another comment about the ice. They're playing down to the PEI stone. They don't feel where that guard is positioned. Going back to the reading the ice segment, the guard is positioned too close to center, and it's in a spot where they're not getting a lot of movement, so they don't feel it's all that usable.
Are we bumping? Yep. Yep.
Sue Garvey.
Hurry! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Got it by.
Well, it's tapping. They're trying to get the tap and roll.
There is the tap and a bit of a roll.
Okay, Sue.
Back 8. She's surprised by that?
Well, she was too
I think
strong.
we could probably throw hack at that, eh?
Maybe surprised at how much it curled.
Yeah, let's throw hack at that. Not even quite that. Back line. Well, I want to get it out.
The problem with this ice is the fact that in here they're not sure if it will continue to curl as it comes in. Now this one did curl past and it's exposed, so she can actually get it out.
Wow.
So I don't know if it was something that Sue did that got it going because she had lots of weight.
Back line. Just a bit more, Susan. Yeah, that's good. Back line.
Good chance for Tammi Lowther and PEI to possibly force BC, hold them to a single with hammer here in the fourth.
No, never.
Close. Yes. Yes.
Hurry!
Scales, Juzika, can they get it by this guard? No.
Well, Tammi wasn't happy with the delivery, but I think they thought it was going to go straight. She was a little bit wobbly, but I thought maybe she put it out a bit because they said whoa at first. So I don't think that was what caused it to curl. You see that it was, the sliding foot wasn't quite under the center of gravity when the leg drive happened. That made the wobble, but I don't think she put it inside at the release. It just seemed that it curled and they couldn't hold it with the sweeping.
Yeah, well, this just wasn't going to go by. No. So now it opens the door.
I think that's better.
Draw for two for British Columbia here in the fourth. Seating one, back eight. Tammi Lowther acknowledges the draw for 2 yellow, 2 for BC, and maybe Sue Garvey will consider it a fortunate 2. She'll take them. BC's up 4-1 as we go to 5 here at the Scott.
Okie dokie, here we go.
Introducing new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles, made waffle iron thick to stay fluffy on the inside while toasting up golden and crisp on the outside. Treat yourself to the real waffle iron taste of new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles. Waffle iron thick to toast up light and crispy every time.
Some of us thrive in wet situations. Scott towels are no exception. Thirsty Scott towels are so absorbent and strong you can trust them to soak up quickly, which is a good thing. For most of us. Scott towels, always thirsty for more.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell. Energizer. Duracell. Energizer. Duracell. Energizer. Duracell. Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Powerful tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Let's update the game between Team Canada and Quebec. And we thought, and Linda suggested that after losing 2 in a row, that Sandra Schmerler might come out and play a little angry today. And you can see all the yellows as Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec, facing 4 with her final stone. Sylvie Fortin, Julie Blackburn are the front end, and she's going to crash in front. And that's a steal of 4 for Team Canada. And they're now up 8-2 as they reach the 5th end break.
Good one, Val.
4-1. British Columbia. ahead of PEI. 2 for the skip and the team from Kamloops. Am I right? And it's a fortunate 2?
Well, yeah, Tammi, she doesn't know what went wrong with her. She thought she had the weight, she thought she had the line, and it really curled.
Tammi, just cross it a bit and roll this way.
Tammi's kind of been a little unlucky in the first end.
Roll this way.
Had to cut BC down. Not a bad shot in her last one, but it wasn't quite the shot rock. Last rock of the second end, rolled out on a hit against 2. Last rock of the third end, had a draw for 2 and was light. Last rock of last end, over curled on the final shot. So she's just struggled a little bit. Whether it's weight, ice, or just a little bit off target, we're not sure.
Bumper!
No! Yeah! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Got it the other way?
No.
No, it's coming now.
Great shot.
That's good.
Prince Edward Island with the hammer. The last rock here in his 5th. No, you talked yesterday about Mondays being a bit the wall day, the hump day. This might, you know, different teams react differently. This might be it. Everybody crashes a little bit. There are very few teams that don't feel it.
Throw 0.
It's very tiring, and I mentioned the opening weekend is not as tough. You get so excited with the opening ceremonies and being here and getting started after having 2 days of practice and waiting, and then after a couple of days, the routine sets in, and you have to keep telling yourself this is important, and you have to work at ways to get yourself motivated pre-game, pre-shot.
Do you want to just throw back line?
Oh, yeah.
Just to move it to here, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Just throw back here, back 12 weight.
Yep.
You can see BC's taken some chances early, but they're not going to take them now. They peeled off the corner. They left the situation in the center line area where PEI can pump their own back.
PEI second, Sheldon Musica.
Oh, no. No, nothing. Unless we split them. Is it just back line? No, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Curl, come on. Curl, 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 curl. Great shot. Whoa.
Nice.
And out the back. Allison McInnes.
Yep. Clean. Yep. That's a good throw, Ellie. Nice shot.
This is the part of the week, too, where it's so nice to hear that nice throw, because this ice is starting to give them things as long as you have that clean release. So if you're firing out at target and the skip feels really confident with what you're doing with the stone, this is a great sign for a Tuesday morning.
Throw this.
Sets up the week very well.
Bump. Little up. Stay close.
Musica, who's represented PEI at both a junior, mixed, and women's level.
No. Get up. That's just too much weight, Shelley.
Let's update the game between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. You see it 5-0 Nova Scotia leading, and line 2, Kathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John needs to put it on the lid. Jane Arsenault, part of the front end along with Allison Franey, and look at this. Is that a draw under pressure? She'll put it on the pin and get a hug. And thank her front end for dragging it there. New Brunswick will go to the 5th end break. Mary Manitoul from the Mayflower and Halifax leading 5-1.
Hurry. Whoa, we're by. We're by. We're by. Oh, sorry. Oh, now. Okay. Okay. Top 4, girls.
Well, you could see the good line on that BC stone, but it's too deep. It gives PEI a chance to get to the top of the 4-foot.
High line, yeah. Where is it? Well, now we got room. Just wait. Just for line. Stay close. Yeah. Hurry. Hurry. For line. Okay, well, we're by. Oh, that's lots of weight, eh? Sorry. Sit. Come on down, guys. Need a little more ice. Wait, don't we? Gotta be careful, though. Yeah.
I think as we're looking at this sheet, the left-hand side that we have seen move in nicely with the outside-in turn will be the one of preference when we're playing this direction. We saw the other one did work once you got into the 4-foot, but maybe a little bit trickier. This in-turn and for the right-hander seems to be a great spot.
Jan Wilson.
Hurry! Hurry hard! Whoa! Hurry. Whoa! Hurry. Whoa! Your way, Ellie. Your way. Okay.
Boy, it's a tease, isn't it? Eh? That little roll looks like it's there.
That's more ice. Okay. Tiny bit off that, eh? Yep. Just a little.
Look at this on sheet A as we peek in with Susan McInnes throwing for PEI. There are 11 stones in play, only 3 out of play. And it is Saskatchewan that does have the hammer. Ontario leading 3-1. Saskatchewan is line 1. It's back edge of the 4.
Top right, Susan McInnes just rubs that rock, and Merklinger playing the raise on the guard on the far right-hand side, the Yellowstone. Look at all the guards, though. That's amazing.
Yeah.
There are 8 stones in front of the house. Now the angle. Look at this.
Right here, Sue?
She catch enough? Oh,
Just a bit more
yes,
than
it looks
that.
like she
Looks
did.
like it.
She caught enough of the 4-foot to be shot stone. But there are a couple of reds to be bumped up if that's the last resort for Kathy Trowell and the team from Saskatchewan.
Slight inside roll, just sort of half.
Top right, BC is going to hit that PEI stone and try and roll over. I think Saskatchewan's looking at either the straight bump or the multiple bump on the left to see if there's a line on those stones to get to shot rock.
Ontario leading 3-1 in that game. Sue Garvey.
No.
And on the bottom left, the Saskatchewan team is looking at a multiple bump. Yellow to red to red to yellow. Sue on the top right, it's going to roll too far.
So we want to move it a bit because you know what, eh? If I put one here, I'd say she'll
Do you, at this point in time, again, maybe I've heard you say and Ray say, turn around and look at the scoreboard. You play for the 1, or do you try something like this, or is there no hurting yourself here?
Well, I guess they've looked at it carefully, and for them to play this multiple bump as opposed to the single series in the center line area, I think they must feel this is what we call almost a natural, that if she hits the first one well, she's got it.
So it's yellow onto red to get 1, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. Again, it looks like there's a chance that it might hit the right side of the yellow one and get 2, but we can't really tell from here. It may only be for 1.
Now the crowd will tell you if it works out now. Bump, bump, bump.
No.
And it was that first bump. It went across the face, and so it'll be a steal of 1. Yellow. for Ontario in 5. So they'll go to their 5th end break. Ontario leading 4-1 over Kathy Trowell and the team from the Cali here in Regina. As we get down to the final couple of stones in this 5th end, 4-1 BC leading. PEI lying shot with some backing.
Pretty hard. It's not 100% open. We'll cross it with what? No, wait.
Well, the question is, if this shot rock is open, can they see it by this guard?
Yes.
If it's open, they can play the little tap,
A little bit back.
move this one back at least far enough to roll over and try and get first and second shot.
Where'd you have me?
If it's not, you might play it to here. And make it very difficult to get 2.
That's what they need. Yeah.
We just freeze it on or even bump it back a foot. Yeah, back 4. Yeah. You don't want to take a chance of hitting on pro side. Yeah.
Line's good. Line. Line, line. Line.
Wait only.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Go this one down. Okay.
Well, she got shot rock out of it. That really curled.
See half? I'll be able to see half, I'll tell you here.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw.
Well, you gotta throw
Back
enough
8.
to stay, eh?
Yeah, I know. Back 8, eh? Right there with back 8?
Yep.
Right there, do you think? Right there. Yeah. Back 8.
About a third. Quarter to a third.
So a good opportunity for Prince Edward Island. Possibly get their juice here in 5 and narrow the lead to 1.
Once we get by the guard, eh? Just stop.
Now, the nice thing about this, although the rock is not all that much exposed, this is a spot that is curling. We've seen it.
Can they, I guess, too, can you get it there with enough weight to tap it back?
You can. I guess the question is, if you play the little extra weight, will your shooter stay for second shot? You can definitely move this one.
Final stone, and right out of her hand, it's Julie Scales, Shelley Musica. Never give up now. All the way. Get it by. Drag it by. They got it by. Now where will the shooter go? Will it sit in time? And there's the problem, as Linda said. They had the weight. They couldn't hold the shooter. PEI will get 1.
1 red.
We've played 5. We've reached the midway point of this Scott Tournament of Hearts here in Regina.
Next winter, as Newfoundland and Labrador celebrate their 50th anniversary, the country will be celebrating unity through sport. The 1999 Canada Games are coming to Corner Brook, and TSN will take you there. For more than 30 years, young Canadians have realized their dreams, competing province by province for a national title. Help us celebrate sport and culture from Canada's newest province. The dream continues as we count down to Corner Brook for the Canada Games, March 8th on TSN.
You're in room 1056. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. This way, notebook. Hey! You got my notebook! Excuse me!
Toshiba. Toughen up for today's world. Call 1-800-387-5645. Imagine living in a neighborhood where the worst traffic you encounter is a group of running 8-year-olds, where you actually know your neighbors, and the biggest crime committed is that steak you burned last night. Recreation vehicles, Wherever you go, you're always at home. Call today for a free brochure or visit an RV dealer near you.
You remember Jay. He still doesn't say very much, especially when he's enjoying his McCain Super Fries. And he doesn't seem to care that they've only got 5% fat because they still taste great. McCain Super Fries, deep fried flavor and crispness with only 5% fat. For the strong, silent type.
Any experienced driver will tell you to know where you're going, you have to know where you've come from. Get a trackside perspective with a Formula One preview. TSN Motorsports takes you inside the 1998 edition of the world's fastest circus. The Formula One preview. See it and live it March 3rd on TSN.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Scotties Facial Tissue, the perfect combination of softness and strength.
Updating you now as we've reached the midway point of this 9th draw here at the Agridome. All the scores for you. Ontario against the Saskatchewan team that's hit a few bumps in the last couple of draws. British Columbia hammer back after PEI gets one. New Brunswick draws the button for their single in the 5th. And Team Canada now up 9-2
It's right
on
here,
Quebec.
Yeah. You got a minute 53. Okay.
Air Force One. Buy it now on video.
I'm the President of the United States.
The Commander-in-Chief
How did they get Air Force One?
has been taken hostage. Get off my plane. Air Force One. Buy it now on video cassette and DVD.
I saw the decade and went to the world to change at the blink of an eye. And if anything, then there's your sign. I was alive and I waited. I was alive and I waited for this. Right here, right now. There is no other place I wanna be. Right here, right now.
The world's most powerful tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I wanna be.
You know what to do. Wild party last night, huh? So what happened to you? Last I heard, you were headed for some body piercing place. Man, that stuff's too weird for me. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't do anything too stupid. 'Cause hey, you're the man, cool guy. See you at the beach.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell. Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Duracell.
Recent tests prove that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Welcome back, Linda, as we check the numbers after 5.
Well, it was interesting because both teams were coming off a loss. BC in a tight one to Ontario, PEI to Quebec. And so we wondered which one would bounce back. And look at the terrific numbers for British Columbia. 80% draw, 83 hit, 82 team. Solid numbers throughout. And they have stolen points and they have set up ends. And it's PEI that's been struggling, attempting to rebound, as I said, after a loss. I don't know if it was the evening off for BC and the fact that PEI had to come right back on the ice, but BC seems very prepared to play today.
Hurry, come on, hurry.
First PEI Stone, centerline guard.
Right up.
Valerie Lahusik Coming right around.
Excuse me, I thought she had more weight than that. So let it go. She looked like
Boy,
she had
does it
lots.
ever move, though. That's great.
Hey, Val, good one.
That's great.
And it's exactly what you and Ray saw yesterday morning, and game progressed and you got more movement in the ice, and it's up to the skips to adapt because this ice is starting to give them just about everything.
Julie and her husband expecting their first child.
It should be good.
Junior champion.
Yeah, for line. Whoa, where is it? Just for line. Yes. Come on. Back house. Come on. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. That goes both ways now.
Great
Look at this.
shot, Julie. Great shot.
Well, they had to sweep it to get it by, which means it came a little deep, but great curl on this ice.
Okay. Stop 4. Full 4.
Valerie works for the City of Kamloops.
Just for line.
Two-time BC mixed champion.
Wait only.
Line only. Back 8.
Whoa, let it curl.
Back 12.
No, needs to curl.
Jan Wilson teamed up with
No. It's
coming off.
Eric
No.
Wilson.
No, I got this one, Dan.
Anything?
I got it. Go hard. Okay, shot.
That one was just too strong. The BC Stum was attempting a draw, not a tap. They wanted to get into good position in front of that one, and PEI Stone is still shot rock.
Yeah.
Shelley works for the Canadian Mental Health Association.
Just for line. Lots of room.
Where is it? Back here. Back here.
That's coming now.
The one word you don't want to hear,
Oh.
it's back. The word back.
Okay.
Because you want to hear it's high, it's front house, it's anything but back.
You don't think
That
we
is
should go
something,
in
though, we've
first,
seen
eh?
through the first 3 days, and we're seeing it now, too, is you don't know whether it's just simply too much weight. The ice is just running so
Like the
free.
draw? You don't think we
but
should go
we've
in?
seen it.
Huh? You don't
The
think that we
difficulty's
should go
been
in
stopping
the
it
way
from
they're
the
trying and get top 4?
And there's no frost today, so you have to anticipate the rocks are going to
If we
slide.
go after this, they're just going to try it again.
Yeah. I was wondering about coming this way.
I think the angle's better. It sets an angle up into the back. The back 2 reds.
Well, Sue was looking at this and saying, do you want to
Gotta
come
make sure we
down
get by
to
his
it? Do you
top
want to
rim
tap
and
it
this
back?
over.
But Jan's
Very
saying,
short.
let's try this one again. We know we can get it there. We can get it top 4 foot. The angle's better. The curl's good. We won't have it behind the tee line where they can come to it.
Yeah. Right. Top 8's good.
Allison McInnes
Lots of room.
as we play here in the 6th.
Oh, easy, easy, easy.
Oh, just want to be here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Gotta get by this one, too. Yep, come on, hurry. Hurry. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, Shelley.
One more try. We'll try to get at the top 4.
Feet too much.
Well, for the next 2 nights, Michael Landsberg, and off the record, we'll have the president of the WWF. Vince McMahon will be his guest, 6 p.m. today. It's an interesting story, Vince McMahon. His family has taken wrestling to another level in popularity worldwide, and he'll have the interview with Vince McMahon for the next 2 nights on Off the Record.
Oh.
Oh, no. Jeez.
Okay.
Ah.
Right.
It just seems that they're driving too hard from the hack. It doesn't seem like there's anything different about the ice, and that is so frustrating as a player.
Times are the same, are they?
Yeah, they are. You've just got to pull back on that leg drive.
Wait only! Gotta go for weight! On the way!
All right, so maybe here Allison McInnes has pulled back a little bit. Because right out of the hand, you saw Valerie Lahusik and Jan Wilson on it.
Hey, just leave it once it's over.
That's the way short.
Okay.
She overcompensated.
BC is lying one with the hammer. And you see it, center line, back 8. Now they'll try the other way.
Stay close.
Yes, for line! Come on!
For line! It's coming hard!
Yes, for line! Hurry! Hurry! Come on! Hurry!
Right up, girls! Right up! Right up! Roll it off that.
Yeah,
Well, this is what happens
of
if you
that
start
rock.
to let it get to you in your mind that
I think that's a
the ice
cutter.
is different. That's what happens. You start to pull back. You just need to make sure you've got consistent leg drive.
Yeah. Top 8.
Now, though, they're forced to go so far out. Although we were surprised, I think it was going the other way.
I don't
Some
think
of
it'll
the
be any
movement we
different
saw.
weight here. Top 8.
Jan used to live in Kamloops a few years ago. Husband Eric and her moved to Cranbrook, and as I said, have to make the commute now.
3-time BC mixed champion. Finished second in the Nationals.
Lots of room, let it curl.
Kindersley,
Top 8's better.
97.
Well, wait only. Wait only. Yep, hurry!
Yeah. Hard! Hurry! Go!
That's the sweepers. They should have been on that.
Yeah, it just really died there. You see, I kicked this. You see how far I moved it?
Sue's just talking about the stationary stone at the back, and the observer will come out with a little board to show the players where the rocks
I
were.
kicked this rock. I don't know how far I moved it.
As soon as it starts curling.
Yeah, I definitely kicked it this way, but I don't know how far. This way? I don't remember. So many rocks played. That's all right. Yeah, that's okay.
It's put back to the, well, where they think it was. And of course, the non-offending team is the one that ensures that it's okay.
Yeah, it's the dissatisfaction of Tammi Lowther and Prince Edward Island.
Still do this. I don't like that one there, though.
No, but
We gotta get one in here. We gotta get something that I can use, even up short or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. How are you going to get something
Yeah,
in
no,
there?
we need. Yeah, I think we gotta come here.
Don't forget, there's an even
Or else
longer
we
yellow
clean
guard
something off
limit,
here.
wider.
That's right, forcing them very wide.
Yeah. Let's go here then, right here.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, make sure you're right there. Do you think?
Think she'll need any more out that far?
Well, you heard them say one of the big concerns is this stone that can be used from BC. There is a guard out here, though. They're going to try and bring this one in. We've seen some good movement and see if they can get it.
Ice, Tammy.
Well, remember my draw, eh? Okay.
Susan, the 4-time PEI mixed champion, now 4-time Prince Edward Island women's champion. Throwing the third stone for Tammi Lowther and the team out of Charlottetown.
And Susan was quite light last time. She's going wide, so she's probably adding a bit to this.
Lots of row.
Well, I guess in her mind, too, she has to think that it's frosty out there.
That's the problem, though. It's not that much different wide.
And right back.
Sue just had back house, so. Want to be like 8 foot.
So they're going to go wide too. Why don't they play this little bump on the yellow here?
It's a great question, Vic. The reason they're doing it is if they happen to bump it not perfectly back, it would open up that side. So they're trying to close off both sides now. So they'll have the tap for later, and Jam will close off this possible come around for PEI.
Wait only. Whoa, whoa. Just top 8 would be better.
Top 12 is okay. Top 8 is okay.
Okay.
But back there is not, huh? But they're lying to.
It leaves an easier shot now for Tammi. Leaves her a spot to come down to.
And in fact, could you see them getting the little inside roll too to catch some of the 4? Is it possible?
It's possible, but coming down to the face of that one negates both of the yellows.
Just 2 that's, eh?
Tammi is a nurse at Queen Elizabeth Hospital.
Hey, just for weight.
Oh, is it?
Lots of room.
She's out there.
Just for weight. Coming now. Just for weight. Just for weight. Just for
No,
weight.
let it curl if you can.
Wait. Just for
Let
weight.
it bend.
Just for weight. We got it, curl.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to come up for her.
Yeah, right up. Okay, nice.
That's pretty good finish.
Yeah, it appears that she is shot stone.
But I didn't get the curl, eh? Oh, yeah. Is it shot?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's long enough, it should come in now.
If it isn't, it's pretty close, but it does appear from our look overhead that it is shot stone.
Had you
That
just
back
there.
house weight and it came.
That's yours there.
Yeah. This was Sue's, right?
But if you could ever find the right weight here, this is an opportunity to score 3. You come down, you don't have to move it very far, do you?
No, if she can get to the inside of it at all and just tap it, it will be very hard to follow it down.
Shot. Yeah, said we should turn the house around. Yeah.
These are the ones where the ice will curl a bit, but you can't at all put it out. If you let it go cleanly, it'll start to catch the movement.
Final stone for BC here in 6. They lead 4-2. Prince Edward Island has the hammer.
No.
Close. Whoa.
Close. Yeah.
Pardon me, BC has the hammer.
Oh.
First stone for British Columbia.
Just got by the guard. About as tight as you could be.
To lie 3. So they did get that little bit of curl, huh?
They did.
And that's surprising maybe with the amount of weight she threw, too.
I'm going to say it will come as long as you don't put it back at all. Timeout for PEI. This is a mess.
That'll be their first. BC has already taken one.
They're 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
What about this one? Yeah, this red one
I think
here.
every rock's in play, isn't it, Vic?
There's nothing there.
What about this red one? I did. I called a timeout.
Yeah, it is. Isn't that
I don't
something?
know. I don't know. The only thing I
Remembering
have is this, I think.
Lots of guards to worry about. Having to try and either get around them or use them.
Why?
It curls in hard here, Tammi.
Well, mine isn't, Susan. Like,
Yeah, but
my,
you got to just let them go. Just set them out. But if you throw them
on that, farther. Is that farther?
Farther, yeah.
Susan making
Like,
a
I
good
think-
point
I
about
still
the
think you
release
can
of
come
Tammi.
to
I think that's all it is.
What?
She's been putting them back with your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I got is something on here.
Yeah. This is easier.
So you think I got to
This
come
is
to this?
easier, though. Well, I think you got it.
This shot's easier
If you
coming
come to
in.
it.
And then all she has a bump on that for 2.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. We
got it.
You don't think I can bring that up?
Well, you play that and you don't make it. They're hitting 4. I feel like your chances.
Okay, right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, this is easy though.
Okay. All right. I think that was the right ice.
Yeah.
There. Okay.
It's riskier. Yeah, you know, you freeze on top of that.
Just freeze on top of that, eh?
Yeah.
Well, they went out front, and there was some guards out here they talked about, but really,
You like that?
I think the only thing she's got is to try and come down and sit near the face of this one and cut them down.
Could she come the other way, try and catch some of the 4, and then hope that the angle is right? If you try to remove it, she jams it back.
Yeah, it is possible, but I think what we've seen here is a very consistent spot. And I really believe if we watch this release, if Tammi lets it go cleanly, I think it will come up for her. They know exactly what it's going to do. They know exactly the weight. The other turn is a little bit more uncertain.
Now we're peeking in as well at the game between Ontario and Saskatchewan as Kathy Trowell gets ready to throw her final stone in 6. 4-1, Ontario leading. This is the final stone for PEI in 6. British Columbia does have the hammer.
Whoa! Yeah, it's coming. How's the weight? Good. Line's good. Yes, come on. Good. Whoa. Hurry. Wait, just the weight.
Now look at the result. Did she jam it for 1? There are 2 stones around the butt. As Christy Lewis, Teresa Breen have a look to see who is shot.
Yeah, they are.
They're going to call for a measure for those 2 stones around the button. There you see them at the back. And we'll let you know what happens after the measurement.
Girls hard here at the end.
And in the top right, the question is, as far as second shot, it does look like BC is hitting 1-2.
Theirs. But I don't, is this one out counting this one? Like if this one goes away, does this become, that one's just going to stay there though. That's dangerous, I think.
Yeah, we could count 4 if it's doing that, but I think this is
one of the important things to remember, they have a tap for 3, and they're already up 2.
I'll be interested to see what happens with this one now. Because she grabs a piece of the 4. Piece of the blue.
A little bit more, Jen.
Now the measurement between Ontario and Saskatchewan.
We're 1 and 2. You gotta bump that. Yeah. Jan, a little more. More? It's gonna dive in there pretty hard. I wonder if the draw is easier, you know?
Saskatchewan coming off a 6-2 loss to Prince Edward Island.
What do you think, you guys? 7.5?
Ontario won 2 games
we got
yesterday.
A bump, we're only going to hit half a rock. Okay.
And it's yellow. So it's a steal of 1 for Ontario and Erklinger in 6, and they're up now 5-1.
Line tight.
Final stone for Sue Garvey and BC, drawing for 3 if they catch a piece of the blue.
This one's just warping over.
Oh, look at this go.
Whoa.
She was narrow. They're going to get, no, not a plan C even.
just tight.
1, 2.
Move that one, I guess, eh?
Yeah, move this one out of the way. It's that one for sure. I just want to take a look at these 2.
It sure would seem to be 2 yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
2 yellow it is.
2 yellow.
And 2 for British Columbia in the 6th. Sue Garvey and the team from Kamloops.
No, they're all
up now 6-2 here in draw number 9.
Kelly, like off the PA.
Since 1982, Scott's Paper has been the proud sponsor of the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
That's right, Gavin. Scott Towels has been there for the spills of victory.
And Scotties was there for the disappointments of defeat. Oh, that was a tough loss.
Here's Sandra Schmerler and the Scott product team practicing their winning form.
What great action! That Scott team really delivers.
That was great. As always, the Scott Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by this family of fine Scott Paper products.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Son, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. Think back. Remember when you were 6 and we took you to McDonald's for your birthday party? All the kids, all the fun. All for you, son. For you. Remember that day, son? Remember when someone stole your fries, but we never found out who? Never found out. It was him.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Carve up the powder. Warren Miller's Ski Lift, TSN Sunday.
Let's play ball!
When it comes to complete baseball coverage, even the best think of us first. The Jays return to TSN Tuesday, March 3rd.
Updating you on the game between Quebec and Team Canada. 9-3 as Sandra Schmerler plays her final stone in the 7th. Marcia Gooderite, Joan McCusker out in front. Will make the hit to Blank. And Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma says that's enough. Team Canada comes back after losing 2 yesterday to win 9-3 the final. So Quebec is now 3-3. Team Canada goes to 4-2. Well, you're very welcome, and it is our pleasure to be here in Regina for this 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts. Sandra Schmerler, as you suggested, may have been a little angry this morning. Came out playing very well.
Maybe the medicine they needed. We talked yesterday that Team Canada probably quite tired after the Olympics, and maybe the letdown of Monday hit them. They don't expect that to last long, and Quebec unfortunately saw a bit of that this morning.
Okay, so that didn't sound like you.
But she's been impressive, very cool from what we've seen of Marie-Claude Carlos.
It's interesting, she's gone win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. So the next game may be terrific for her.
And her next game is against New Brunswick in Canada this afternoon.
Hurry, guys, hurry! Come on, hurry, hurry! Okay. It's all right.
You want to split then? Yeah, okay.
Play the split. Just here, wait,
Yeah.
eh?
Well, BC's quite happy now to try and keep things a little open, and obviously PEI needs some big shots. Got one in there, chance to get a second one.
Weight's good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Where's the weight?
That's good.
Yeah, come on.
Straight bump now. Straight bump.
yeah.
Straight bump.
Whatever, curl. That just snapped.
That's okay.
Great weight.
Allison McInnes, BC's second.
Yep.
Here in the 7th.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Hurry.
it back. Get them both.
Excellent.
Nice shot by Allison McInnes. This happens after every draw they're on the ice. They have been the center of attention, well, prior to going and certainly coming home. And you can see the Canadian Curling Association official there saying, you know, maybe this is enough. We do have games going on.
We'll give them credit. They're very good about doing that as well.
You betcha they are.
Skids by.
They got a call from the Prime Minister. Jean Chrétien called them to congratulate them on their gold medal.
Oh, gosh. Dig.
Okay, that's good, Charlie.
Here are all the scores as we get you caught up now. Past the midway point of this 9th draw. And the one final, Team Canada winning 9-3 over Quebec. Quebec 3-3. Team Canada now 4-2.
Playing one or the other. Corner guard's okay, or the one in the house and spill it out.
Yep, hurry! Hurry! It's okay. Hard, all the way, hurry!
Jan Wilson.
Come on, guys! Right up! Right up! Hurry! Hurry hard! Hurry! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry!
You see the reason they're sweeping. They don't want to
to
leave a pocket behind the corner.
Nice throw,
rolling
Jan.
it right out.
Same thing. Okay.
Very solid performance by Jan today.
Susan McInnes.
Breaks P, just fine. Okay, we got room. Got room. Lots of room. Lots of room. Lots of room. Just where is it? Lots of room. Lots of room.
Where mine was, I think.
Wow.
Right back.
Take it back, bury it.
You talk so often about giving it to the brushers. I mean, there was
Same thing?
Scales, Musica, they never put a
Yeah.
lick to it.
No, and the last end was the best example of that they had all those opportunities to get in front of the BC Stones to take away that end, and they were just always deep. You can get more movement if you throw to the sweepers, and obviously better positioning to be tapped up later if it's in front of the tee line.
No! Whoa. Whoa, whoa! Not yet. Curl. It's backing. It's backing.
Catching corner. Enough. One more turn.
Okay.
Oh, we'll just hang on. So now, Prince Edward Island with the hammer might be in
Come around
position
there
to.
again, Tammy. You don't want to do
score two.
this. Okay, well. What? Okay.
Yeah, but we can do that later, I think.
What?
I like coming around again. They're going to
It's only a biter. It wouldn't hurt to get rid of this.
Well, this is the experience talking. Skip saying we could hit this and try and roll.
It's an awful long gird,
But
okay?
Susan's saying we'll just draw around there.
All right, one versus the other.
I like this call because this means BC might chase the biter. Now you have a chance to get more things into better position in the house. You've always got that hit for later if the biter's still around.
Susan McInnes. PEI trying to get themselves back into it here.
Doesn't look like any less. Looks like more, eh? Yeah, it might be a touch. That's coming down. It's all right, Susan.
just a shade less. Okay. So we're going to stay with this, eh? Only if we can roll over there, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right. Thanks, honey. Yeah, I'm going to try the board, too. Yeah. It's not a real tragedy if we peel off that corner guard either.
What does the board weight tell you about the ice right now? Looks like there's some curl there. If she's going to get enough with that weight.
It's a long guard, so if she throws a quieter weight, she should get a bit of movement by the guard.
Hurry!
Yep, take it over, hurry!
Roll it this way. One.
Roll it!
Right over.
Right over.
Tatsu.
Just a reminder, Sports Desk with Jim Van Horn, Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sports Desk here on TSN.
Yeah, well, you can. She's probably going to hit you anyway.
Yeah. I think she'll have to, right?
Yeah.
No matter where I go. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get rid of that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
What kind of weight are you throwing? What are you throwing? Just bump?
Yeah.
Trying for the double. The problem again was Susan's rock came too deep. It gave Sue Garvey a chance to make a nice play on it, which she did. And so now the double's the way to try and set up a 2.
Back hook now, but anyway, nose here. Bumper.
Tammi Lowther.
Whoa! Little up!
She has the hammer here in 7.
Yeah! Hurry! Whoa! Yeah! Hurry!
Run it back, get them both.
Go.
Nice shot.
And out they go.
Finally!
Well. Thinking double? Okay.
Yeah, you like that? Might as well try it, don't you think?
Sure.
I think we got a hit about there.
It's tough to be, eh?
Yeah. Pretty straight here. I think I'll throw the 1 at it.
We're inside that 4-foot edge.
She said,
pretty straight.
finally, we got something.
That's the edge. Okay. Nice shot.
Okay, the question, they were looking at whether they would hit this one and try and sit right there and force Tammi to hit and stay for 2, but they've decided to try and hit this one
see if we can
on
make
this
the double
side
here.
and get the double.
Not really. I don't know that we can out-count theirs either. We could, but it's tough. Yeah. Whoa. Close. Close. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, so close. Good try.
By Sue Garvey.
But a good opportunity here for PEI to get their 2nd point, and with that 3-guard zone rule, go for it in 8.
They're within 2
try,
if they
so.
draw for their 2nd here.
That looks light.
See, light.
Out of her hand, she says she thinks it's light, but the front end says it's there. Scales, Musica.
This looks like it's digging there for a little bit, and then it's
Nice
yeah.
way, Tammi.
Thanks. Good throw. Yeah. 2.
To the top 8 for 2 for Prince Edward Island here in the 7th. British Columbia will have the hammer and a 2-point lead when we come back.
Because you never know when you'll meet the girl of your dreams, you need long-lasting odor protection. Gillette Clear Antiperspirants help stop odor and wetness before they begin, and there's no white residue.
Thanks.
Gillette Clear Stick and Clear Gel. Long-lasting protection that keeps you ready for anything.
Coming up March 1st. In a 3-year adventure, they set out to understand her. Then became part of the family. Now, they have to say goodbye. They invite you to share this fascinating experience. March 1st, Wolves at Our Door, on Discovery's Sunday Showcase. 4-star documentaries.
It was a radical plan to create a quiet muffler that could also help make your engine more efficient. Introducing the new Walker Quiet Flow Muffler. With exclusive sound-absorbing fiber and a free-flow design, Quiet Flow offers a combination of quiet and efficiency no other muffler can match. If your muffler can't do all this, isn't it time you woke up? The new Quiet Flow Muffler only from Walker. Run quiet, run better.
I thought quarterbacks were the smart ones.
That's right.
Ooh, he hasn't shaved.
Shaving can hurt.
Do you use a foam? Hey, he didn't know about New Edge Pro Gel.
New Edge, Reg?
Edge Pro Gel has a new moisturizing formula for the most comfortable edge shave ever.
Feels great.
Would I let you get hurt?
New Edge Pro Gel. Help save your skin.
All right, and now he is beautiful, just like me.
TSN Pins Bowling strikes again. Catch the men's 5-pin final Sunday night right here on TSN.
Updating the game between Saskatchewan and Ontario. You see 5-1 Ontario leading as they play 7. Final stone for Kathy Trowell out of the Kelly Club here in Regina. And this is a raise for 3. Straight back. 1, 2, 3 for Saskatchewan. And Trowell. And the first time we've seen her smile. Now it's Mary Maditol, Nova Scotia, leading 6-2, playing New Brunswick. And Kathy Floyd from St. John. Drawing for 2, it would seem, Linda, and she's heavy with it, so settles for 1 top 8 foot, and it's a 7-2 lead. She says, I just may have put it out a little bit. But 2 for PEI puts them right back in as we go to the 8th.
Room.
6-4, and of course there's one final
Weight
here
should
in this
come
9th
off.
draw. Team Canada winning 9-3 over Quebec.
Line? Line. Let's go. Wait only. We're by. We're by. Lots of weight.
Well, this is another sign of what Sue likes to do. The first stone of the end actually was not made. It was through. BC had a chance to put one in. So the third stone of the end was the guard out in front. BC could have peeled it, rolled over to a corner, but instead they tried the come around.
They have the weight for that.
Just back 4 weight, eh?
Yeah. Weight's good. Just
back 4.
Yeah.
Line for line.
Hard.
Hurry.
Come on, right up. Hard, guys. Hard. Right up, right up, right up.
Won't sneak it by.
Okay. You're almost. Well, yeah, it's good. It's okay.
What do you think? We could play this. Like that?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay. Let's go across the face.
Across the face?
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not going to get it with this one. You have to go too tight by the guard.
Split.
Just keep coming at you. They could peel a guard, roll over, but no, they're going to try and split shot rock and see if they can get one in behind cover.
Line!
Come on.
Line! Hurry for line!
Come on, we need it for line.
We need a piece of this one. Yep, yep. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Nice shot, Allie.
Oh, gets the roll. It peeks out from behind the guard, but
That's a lovely shot. Getting that one in behind, and this is the area where they're really not sure it'll come in.
Freezer right there.
Yeah, do that too. Do you like
Hey,
that? I don't want that.
Right there.
That freeze, yeah. So that was back 4 ways. Perfect. Yeah.
Wait's good.
Shelly
Just do
Musica
it.
here in the 8th.
Line's good. Just wait. Wait only. Right to it. Line's real good now. Whoa, if you can. Yeah, line. Hurry. Right up, right up, right up, right up. Come on, come on.
It's okay. That's all right, Shelly.
I'd rather it there. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it's pro side miss, being short, being usable. They
Those
wanted the
three
freeze,
little
but
red
it
ones
can
out
be
there for
tapped.
you, Susan.
Yeah. I see that. Don't like getting rid of it, huh? Guard it or get rid of it. You don't like it?
No, the problem is that this area, the control zone in front of the house, is being crowded with PEI stones that can be used later. So they're talking about, do we get rid of one of these and try
Even
to
if
roll
you come
over
to here,
or guard
just bump it over.
When you're up 2,
Guard
you've
the
got the
red one,
hammer,
though.
which means
Yeah.
effectively you're up 3 because you always count that hammer as being a 1. You hate to be guarding stones.
She has 2 other reds to go.
Let's go.
That's right, when there's other stones that could be promoted.
We want to call a timeout? What do you think?
Could we just tuck in behind it or no?
Oh, we could. I don't mind that because if we did just happen to chip it, that's not that bad either.
I'm just thinking if we go ahead of it, she's got 2 others to bump, right?
Yeah, that's what I don't like about that.
Then we've kind of screwed ourselves on the forefoot.
Yeah.
I personally like the hit.
Where are we going to hit it to where we got
through
we're
the hole.
safe?
Through this way. Are you thinking like, well, no, this half-
Through this hole.
I'd rather put it in.
Yeah, that's one.
In turn through the hole hit?
I like that. I mean,
Okay.
if you leave it up there, she can.
All right.
Because that's a danger rock.
Well,
They're
let's
controlling-
play it with normal in case we do hit something back there, everything goes out. Okay?
They're controlling the forefoot.
Okay.
The decision was made to try and clear it. And you know why? Because it's a dangerous rock.
Allison McInnes.
Whoa, yeah! Come on. Hurry! Hurry, 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 hurry! Nice shot,
Jam it through the hole. Boy, is that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they almost lost it. Allie threw it really well. She's, I think, throwing very well today, giving a nice clean release, a good read on her stones, but they almost lost it. It started to curl. There is a hole, and obviously there's guards to play with for PEI. Out-turn draw through the hole.
Okay, we need curl.
Now the communication is important with the crowd responding to other games here at the Agridome. Lose it? Yeah. Now we'll follow a roll.
Are they dying? Is it getting frosty or do you think? Oh, okay.
No, weight was fine. I think it just jumped.
That was a good weight, eh?
Yeah, weight was fine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's another variable now. If in fact you have to wait for it to move, can you then save it if you jump on it late?
Want this
I
halfway,
think it just
Sue?
curled. I think it had the weight.
Halfway?
They just have to
tight?
anticipate that swing.
Okay.
So a chance for Jan to plug the hole.
Line's good. What do you got? Okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. It's over curling a
Not
bit.
too
Leave
tight.
it. Whoa, whoa. A little kiss off this red wasn't going to hurt us. Okay. Nice one.
Yeah.
Okay. Just bring it up to here, eh?
Yeah.
Now this is what BC was worried about. You start protecting, and there are still some red ones out in front.
4 foot wave. Button
You guys
wave.
going to try and
Probably
tap
need
it
to
to
go
the
back.
4
Or move
foot.
it to the button.
Back 8, eh? Yeah. Just enough to move it in there. Weight's the same out here.
Wave's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry!
Trying the angle raise. Scales, Musica. Got it.
Oh, beautiful angle. Is it going to sit?
Too much. Back edge of the 8.
That's too bad. If they'd known they could have let it curl up a bit, it would have tapped onto the Yellowstone.
Great effort.
I don't think she can get an inside roll.
The angle was for the perfect draw weight. If they'd known it had that weight, they could have let it curl a little more.
What's that? She's wondering if they can hit and roll off that one.
Yeah.
And through to the back 8.
So what are you thinking? Like it here better?
Right here.
Okay. That's fine.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Just to guard the inside roll there.
Okay.
Tight for time. Yeah.
Now, Jan's comment is they want to protect this hole. They're going to try and protect the hole itself. That means not just guarding the shot rock, the one in the 4 foot, but a little bit more to the right. Prevents a hit and roll, a double opportunity off the other yellow. So they're trying to do double duty with this one.
Jan Wilson, the native of Blairmore, Alberta.
Mine's good.
Easy.
Biter's good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep,
Whoa,
yep,
guys.
Yep. Yep. Might as well cut this one off if we can. Yep. Okay.
Good shot. With this weight, eh?
Yep.
There?
Just need about 3/4.
Oh, why? Well,
3/4.
well, I need more ice, Susan. I'm just going to throw
Okay.
back 8 weight, right?
Yeah.
And I need 3/4 with back 8
Yeah, I
weight.
think 3/4.
Right there. Yeah, I think right there.
Now it's a double raise. This one onto this one, onto the 4 foot.
Just back 8 weight, eh? Go boom, boom. I just didn't hear you guys on your weight call the last time, so roar.
That's
real loud
interesting.
better.
So that's why.
Oh,
She didn't
okay.
hear the call.
Yeah,
so
it
if the
was-
front end was saying, look, it is,
Boom, boom,
it's
eh?
more than
We
just
need 3/4.
draw weight.
Back 8
We
weight.
talk about communication so much, and that's just the perfect example. It was that in-between weight, and the skip had to know it. Well, she has to move 2 rocks, so needs a little more than even Susan needed to make the shot.
Back line. Never.
Yeah.
She says a little boom boom. Tammi Lowther and Prince Edward Island here in the 8th.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Boom.
Whoa, Shelly, whoa.
That was even a little light.
Yeah, she
That was
probably wouldn't
perfect
be able
weight.
to
That was
move the
perfect
second
weight.
stone very much, huh?
No, Tammy, I think it was a little
We
light.
haven't got a lot of time here. We gotta just make a choice and go. I don't mind that.
Are we third shot over here?
I don't know.
Over this one?
It's close.
First and second shot belong to British Columbia.
Well, it might
Third
be.
shot to PEI. They're having a look at fourth shot.
Well, not third, fourth now.
You don't like the head, eh?
Do you want to play with it? If we sit and leave it right there, she'll just, what will she do? Just try to,
Clocks
if we
are back
roll
on.
here,
Remember, they
she's
had
just gonna come
problems earlier.
One probably. Yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah? What?
An average of about 7 minutes and
It's a
end
tough
are
shot. We
needed.
can't cover everything.
So that's why you
We gotta
heard
make
Sue
some kind
Garvey
of
saying
choice.
that.
Do you like the hit on
better
this, or you just
pick
like
it
the
up
guard
just a
here?
bit.
About right here. Nothing. No, if we guard that, she can come here and go flop off there. Cut us to 1.
I know what Val's saying. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Right
Okay.
here. Right here. Yeah.
Let's just go, you guys. We're running out of time here.
We've got time, sir.
No, we don't. I gotta throw 2 shots yet, and we're in 14 minutes.
You want to guard half the red?
They decided on the guard, but they've even decided to play it longer. They're going to try and block the raise attempt for PEI.
BC is lying too with the hammer here in the 8th, and they lead 6-4.
Okay, what do we want for weight? Whoops.
What are we doing? Just a guard?
Well, we want to half guard the red too.
Just have to get a little kind of piece of the red one.
Yep.
More than an 8.
Trying to guard the path to come into the yellow one, plus the raise attempt for PEI.
Sue Garvey in her first.
Step here.
Guard.
Just over and leave it.
It's going to overcurl the spot if
Just
they're not
over.
careful.
That's good, Sue. Am I tight? That's good. Huh? Was I tight?
She hit.
I think we got to play the double, eh?
Yeah.
Give her that.
Well, see what? They're sitting here.
Is this closer?
It's close. That's the only thing. You might give them a hit for
3.
3.
Still see a bit of that yellow one.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can still see some of this, Susan.
I'm
we don't-
wondering if you can put that in. Can you still see some of what?
This yellow one.
Come down here and tap that and roll in.
If I sit right, but then if I nose, look, if I don't do it right,
Do you think
Like
you,
gonna
do you, think
jam.
you can get, like just with the same kind of back 8 weight and get back 4 weight and get a little flop inside? Do you think there's enough room to do that?
Want to quickly peek in at the game between Ontario and Saskatchewan. You can see Ontario leading
I gotta move that. I
5-4
can't
as
give her
they
3.
play
We could hold her to 1.
in the 8th. Every rock was in play until the final stone of Saskatchewan.
Well, she has hammer,
So
eh?
we've got only 1 stone out of play as
Yeah, we gotta
Ontario's
get
Ann
one in
Merklinger plays, and that appears to be, you see a lonely red stone, which is the shot in the middle of the pile. And this would be an angle raise. If she can bump this out, it could be a pile of yellows.
It certainly could be the game. If not, Saskatchewan can tie it.
Trowell just made a nice angle raise. She's going to crash in front. And is it the red, or are they going to measure again? It is 1 red, so a terrific shot. An angle raise by Kathy Trowell to get the 1, a steal of 1 here in 8 and tie it up 5-5. Saskatchewan has battled back from a 5-1 deficit.
That's all we have. Okay? Right there. Right there with back 8 weight.
Okay.
Okay? So right there.
Decision was made to try and come in this way.
There's just
Try and
no way
tap
I'd
this
be able
one.
to get over there to move that in. It's just too much curl.
They're deciding whether or not they can get
Back eight,
any
right?
inside flop
So do you
on
think
this.
that was back 8 I just threw?
They'll try and at least tap it back. You never know if Sue tries something. They may end up jamming. And the problem Tammi has had in this spot, she's been a little bit outside with some of these out turns, and it will not come back. It will definitely curl in this spot if you throw it cleanly.
No. No.
Weights up.
No.
Got
Gotta
the in
curl.
off?
Whoa. Gotta curl. Stay close. Let it curl. Gotta curl.
Got the double bounce here, do we?
We're okay. That's okay.
Okay. That's all right.
That's good.
That's good.
It's gone. She doesn't want to go after this. She's just going to draw. That could.
Yeah.
That the outside one?
Yeah.
I think there's less that can go wrong with it.
Which turn are you thinking?
Would you like the center one? Throw the in turn.
I don't want to go with the center one. The out turn? Bump? No? You pick an in turn.
No, this one's good.
That was pretty hard there. I know it was pretty. What are you? Okay, let's try that.
Sue doesn't want to fool around with this one, trying to get in through those red stones, so she's going to try and play this one. And she needs almost to the 4-foot with it.
You guys like this? Problem with that other one is we could spin it in there, eh? So trying the outside bump. What do I need for weight? 7?
Touch more than a 7.5, which she says is a 7, which means what?
They measure back line to tee. That's 27 seconds. Same as about a 13.5-second draw between the hard lines.
Yep.
Angle raise. Catch a piece of the 4 for 2.
And it's over curling the 1.
Curled it. It's okay.
Does.
1 yellow.
1 yellow for BC here in 8.
I know.
It looked like she might get more than that. Sue Garvey has to settle for 1 and a 7-4 lead.
Gonna have to highball it real quick.
You're in room 1056. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
This my notebook.
Hey! You got my notebook! Excuse me! Hey!
Toshiba. Toughen up for today's world. Call 1-800-387-5645.
I first started on a rink just like this.
Elvis Stoico knows what it takes to be a champion.
It takes hard work to deliver a top performance.
Like McCain Frozen Punch delivers the real fruit taste of real fruit juice for champions like Elvis Stoico. McCain Frozen Punch in a choice of thirst-quenching flavors like grape, orange, and fruit punch. So get the jump-on taste, the year-round taste of real fruit juice in McCain Frozen Punch.
McCain, now that's top taste performance.
Tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Welcome back to the Agridome as we near the end of this 9th draw on a Tuesday morning in Regina, British Columbia, with a 7-4 lead over Prince Edward Island.
Shot, Allie.
And it's hurry up right now, I think, for both teams. Linda, British Columbia and PEI in some time trouble.
Definitely the time is very tight. As we mentioned, you usually need at least 7 minutes to play a regular end, especially at this time of the game, a regular end where there is some complication arising with guards and rocks in play. That means they should have had about 14 minutes coming into this end, and they were both around 12 to start the end.
Let it finish if you can. Let it finish.
Nice, Shelly.
Bit of an advantage to BC in this situation in that they have the lead and they're throwing hits, which of course don't take as much time. They'll be putting the broom down as quickly as possible, and the players will be right in the hack.
Peel. I guess that's what she wants. Might be trying to jump. In.
Shelley's been so solid for the team. She wouldn't be happy with those numbers.
In. Sue. In turn.
You can hear Jan yelling, why would she want the in as compared to the outturn?
Well, I guess they were confused of why she wants to even risk this. Just peel it off and not worry about it. She's going for the double peel.
Try, Allie.
Short.
Shelley Musica.
There's a little groan when the stone was released. They think they thought it was quite light.
Come on, all the way. Okay, well, right here.
Good sweeping.
Good sweeping, you guys.
Get yourself caught up on all the scores
Heel weight.
here in this 9th draw, Scott. And the one final. Team Canada a winner over Quebec.
Whoa. Yep, hurry. Whoa. 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 Okay. Yep.
Well, they've got their 2 corners up, and now it's up to Susan McInnes to try and get around one of them and set up at least a deuce.
Lots of room.
Wait only. Line.
Great wave.
That one didn't cut. Great wave.
Normal.
Jan Wilson.
Yep. Hard. Hurry. Hurry. Oh, come on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Roll it your way, Allie. Right over, right over. Okay. To work together. Okay.
As you said, Wilson, Jan has been playing very well and has been very steady for this team from the Kamloops Curling Club.
BC teams really kept the pressure on PEI, making them make some tough shots throughout the game.
And when you think about it, it was really from first stone. They went after him in the first stone by the lead. Valerie Lahusik was called out in front, and that's where it was. And they kept that pressure on and not altered from it.
We're by here.
Whoa, we're by.
We're between the hole. Is it through?
Close. It's back house.
Oh.
Sit.
We might as well bump that.
Yeah.
Like that.
2 birds there.
Which looks better? I think
This is out turn enough times.
If we split it both in behind, that's not even bad.
It's over on sheet C. Nova Scotia running New Brunswick out of Stones. So Mary Matatall from the Mayflower in Halifax ups her record with the win to 3-3. Kathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John is now 2-4. 7-4 the final Nova Scotia winner over New Brunswick.
You can't run everything off, so BC will stay on the offense and try and tap theirs straight back.
Okay. Frozen's not bad.
The benefit of even if it taps it just a little bit or taps it to the side, it's still a pretty good shot.
Line.
Line's good.
Line. Line. Hurry for line. Hurry for line. Oh, take that one behind. Good sweep, good sweeping.
Be nice to roll in off this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, you know, I think this is a better roll too.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. Okay.
Because that's really, I don't think we're going to.
Want to take there with bump?
Okay.
For time. Do the 50-yard dash.
Get those hog line to hog line times. Yep.
Bump, eh?
Considering Sue missed her 2 last shots in 6 and 8, you know, she still had good numbers.
It will hang on to the edge of the 12, whether it'll be a factor. For PEI here in 9, they have the hammer. Updating you on the game between Saskatchewan and Ontario.
Just one.
Ontario and Merklinger blanked 9. So it's 5-5. And Merklinger does have the hammer coming home in 10 against Kathy Trowell of Saskatchewan. Sue Garvey.
Little bit down. Close. 1. Yep, yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Sweep. Good draw?
Oh, yeah.
Which way do you want to go? Here?
Yeah. Well, if I don't take my time here, we'll have lots, so. Okay.
Draw against 2.
And the thought of the clocks, though, in the mind. You know, you don't need that. You're trying to make this draw.
Good point, though. She said, you know, I've got to take my time on this one and get the single, or we're not going to even play 10. So I think she really focused on that. Threw it well, and there's the point.
Yep.
Slides at top 4 for 1. And so British Columbia will be up by 2. They'll have the hammer. Lowther has a look up to see just how much time she'll have. Will the rocks run out before the time?
McCain brings you the freshest tasting frozen pizza ever made. McCain Pizza Premiere in the unique vacuum-packed flavor lock package that seals air out so it stays fresher tasting longer. It cooks in just half the time and has a tender, no-mess rim. So whenever you're ready for pizza, McCain Pizza Premiere is ready for you in fresh-tasting deli lovers, pepperoni, and deluxe. McCain Pizza Premiere. We've got a lock on fresh taste.
It's the way we welcome the sun with 35 sunblock. The way some of the best water now mostly comes in bottles. It's the way we make time for exercise and like to enjoy reading. Today, more and more people are finding reasons to take better care of themselves. That's why Subway offers 7 subs, each under 6 grams of fat. Because when you're through surfing, you might want to go for a swim. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
This is where I work. These are my coworkers. Those are my customers. And that's me. Employee number 8. I make baskets.
You know what to do. Wild party last night, huh? So what happened to you? Last I heard, you were headed for some body piercing place. Man, that stuff's too weird for me. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't do anything too stupid. 'Cause hey, you're the man, cool guy. See you at the beach.
Take a journey into the mind of the killer. Walk the streets of his hometown. Meet his family. Watch as he chooses his next target. Take a ride with the Kingston Boy as Brett Lindros and Doug Gilmore catch a wave on the next Be a Player, the hockey show.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Viva, the hard-working towel.
Will the time factor come into play, or will it be a case of British Columbia running PEI out of stones here in this 10th? Prince Edward Island up 7-5, and they do have the hammer as well. Sue Garvey from Kamloops, Tammi Lowther from the Charlottetown Curling Club.
Now BC catching up the time more quickly, as I mentioned, playing all the hits.
Oh, back one? Anything? Okay. Okay.
Center line.
Shelley Musica.
Just over.
Now I know
Just over.
you wait and wait and wait if you're down by 1. How long do you wait if you're down by 2 before trying to duck behind things?
Oh, let it finish.
Well, it depends on where you think they can make the best shot, but you need some guards up.
Good. Oh, sit.
Great,
I'd
Shelley.
wait for a while, as long as you can keep some separation and avoid the double peel.
Peel.
We talk about the amount of time it takes to play a game so far in the draws that we've played. Ann Merklinger came the closest to running out of time playing Nova Scotia in a 9-8 loss. She had 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and they played out that end, so that was full completion of 10
Same
ends.
thing. Same thing.
Well, we do know that a lot of teams prefer to bank some time, and this game has been complicated enough that there wasn't a lot of early banking going on.
Yeah. A little more weight. Line's better.
Just over. Whoa.
Just over. Just over. Line's real good. Great shot, Shelley. Great weight.
Now, I've heard conflicting stories. I've heard there's been no game ever, but I've heard there is one recorded game that, in fact, was called because of time running out.
Yeah, of course, the penalty is you run out of time, you lose the game unless the opponent is already mathematically eliminated.
Okay.
So I've seen twice where the team had to run and throw, and I believe it affected their play enough that they missed the shot. That potentially either was a winning or a tying shot, and they lost the game because of it. I don't. And
it has to be released. It has to be released by time it hits 0. Is that
T
correct?
line. It must reach the T
line.
line. So there has to be across there before the time clock goes to 0, and then it can continue its way down the ice with the clock at 0.
Sure?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's coming now.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Well,
They're a little tighter together.
Okay, Susan, good try.
Catch about half, Jan, everything will go. You gonna throw a peel? 0? Yeah?
Jan Wilson here in 10.
Yep. Whoa.
Trying to open things up again.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. It's back a bit. Shoot. That's a great shot.
Terrific shot.
Look at that. Just about got rid of everything. There's the one left on the far right.
Funny, Sue thought that you could hear her say shoot as if it may have come up too much and was going to hit it square and leave the shooter sitting right there, but the combination was the angles were right.
What? Same weight?
A little more.
What's in?
Top 12.
Just a reminder, we're keeping our eye on, and you won't miss a thing, Saskatchewan, Ontario, as they play in the 10th. You can see the red stone is sitting back 4. That's Saskatchewan. Ontario,
Oh, might as well roll out.
their skip stones to come. They have the hammer in a 5-5 tie.
Okay.
There was a big decision there whether to make a play on shot rock. That's the Saskatchewan stone back button, or to try and take the guard off. One more time. This is Anne's first shot, and it looks like she's decided to make a play on the back one.
Right up. Okay.
The decision with those often depends on how good that stone in the house is. If it's not as close to the button, often you will take off the guard.
We come to her.
If you know that they can put up another guard even better, tight to the rings or even in if they want.
And we look at the first stone of the Ontario skip, Anne Merklinger, out of the Rideau Curling Club in Ottawa.
Rock's clean.
Got it by.
And it'll roll into the open, full 4.
And in the top right PEI skip, Tammi Lowther down to throw her first rock. Obviously needs to count both.
Right here. Just to it. Just to it.
Just for weight.
I think the weight's good.
Just for line.
Whoa. Just to it. It's not curling. Oh, it's coming now. Just to it.
Now it looks like Kathy Trowell in the bottom left is playing down to that stone, just attempting to freeze to it by the ice. We haven't been watching that sheet very much.
Take your time. Yep.
And in the top right, and a nice shot by Tammi. She really had no other option but to try and freeze to the BC stone.
Final stone for Saskatchewan. And Kathy Trowell here in 10 of a 5-5 tie. She does not have the hammer.
Freeze or a little tap and an inside roll.
You can hear the murmur through the crowd here at the Agridome. Christy Lewis calling the line, looking for the inside roll as well. Look at that. Maybe a little bit heavier than she thought. There's separation now. Can you pick it, leave the one behind, or do you play to leave the shooter?
Yep.
I think you pick it. Looks like it's pretty open bottom left. BC top right has put a second stone in, so PEI is taking a look to see if they have a shot. They're going to take a timeout to see if there is a possibility of setting up two.
That's the only thing I have. Skinny that onto that. Hey?
Yep. Anything there. Just have
Okay.
to.
Okay.
Pretty skinny.
Pretty skinny, eh?
So they'll try the skinny double, and as they line it up, we'll go and catch this final stone for the Ontario skip and Merklinger. Started out 1-2, won 2 games yesterday. Both these teams with records of 3-2. Patty McKnight is on the right. Audrey Frey is on the left. Catch it, pick it, avoid the jam. There it is. And the win for Merklinger and Ontario in a well-played, exciting game here in this 9th draw of the Scott Tournament of Hearts. Ontario will win it 6-5 the final. So Ontario now goes to 4-2. Saskatchewan and Kathy Trowell from the Cali and Regina 3-3. And now the final stone, the thin double for PEI and Tammi Lowther.
Sorry, Julie.
And look at this. Whoa, great shot by Lowther to give herself at least a chance.